in your favor, and that's just a very fun thing to do as a driver.
I said it earlier today, but you have to be prepared to hit the curveball if you're going to be successful here at Chicagoland this weekend. Let's check in one more time with Dylan.
Catching up with Chase Elliott, who is making his first start of the year in the Junior Motorsports 88, also scheduled to see him in Indianapolis in a few weeks. Okay, so you had kind of the same situation yesterday at Monsoon, then you got on the track in the Cup car, different cars, but what was the racetrack doing when it was really, really green yesterday that maybe you can apply to today?
Well, I think yesterday was a little different because there had not been a whole lot of traffic on the track yet in general, so...
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? It's almost fucking time. We're here. The stream. I was supposed to go live 3 hours and 38 minutes ago.
Yeah, we'll see. I thought that...
So, or 4 hours and 38 minutes ago, sorry.
88 Chevy team did a great job of just kind of getting me comfortable, back up to speed, and
yeah, supposed to go green. We'll go live 4 hours 38 minutes ago.
I think is always good, and
we were supposed to go green 4 hours and 8 minutes ago. That didn't happen.
It's been a long time since I've been over here. Cars were a lot.
But we're gonna get cars, and they're gonna be going fast and left at Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois. It is back. It is so back. Haven't raced here since 2019. This is the first time in the stream era that we will be doing a race at Chicagoland Speedway. I'm very excited. Long delay. Big storms, major storms, like super heavy thunderstorms.
Inside of kind of where his head was and what he was thinking about doing setup-wise.
Gonna get pre-race ceremonies here in about 10 minutes. Gonna get the command at 10, so 9 p.m. Central.
I don't know, but I really appreciated that.
I doubt. We might see. We probably won't see a 2-day race.
Hopefully we can.
I mean, we probably will in our time zone, but not in that time zone.
Work really hard throughout the whole year, and would love to get a win for him.
I'm saying, we were watching you in practice. Sound like maybe you had some sort of steering weird feeling or issue. Did you guys get that sorted out? What that was?
Yeah, I guess I was too sensitive because we swapped steering boxes or power steering pumps, and that didn't fix it.
Jaden says, "Where's Dom?"
I called Justin after practice, and I said, "Hey, is this
It's not
normal?"
pouring,
He said,
Jaden.
Yeah, that's totally normal. So I was like, oh, okay, well,
Dom is at his house with our other friends.
So I need to just man up and
he'll be here tomorrow, though. He'll be here for tomorrow's race.
We'll have to get used to that, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed being over here, and appreciate the boss and everybody at H Cars for letting me drive, and hopefully we can, like I said, have a good night.
It's all part of the relearning process of these cars for the former series champ. Kim?
And Dylan Rajak Group will be in the 88 car again next weekend in Atlanta, but this weekend in the 32 here for Chicagoland. When we were watching that replay of practice,
that was a long rain delay.
At the top, I loved it. How comfortable were you in this car in practice?
Yeah, Kim, I think we were still working on the balance with our 3200cars.com Chevrolet. But
yeah, I did a lot during the rain delay.
Here, I think the last time that we were here as an industry.
Yeah, set up the stream and then became clear that it was going to rain.
It's a
so I played MLB The Show for a little bit.
So I enjoyed searching in practice
and tried to take a nap. I couldn't.
Right. Like I felt
so then I went over to Dom's house.
Got in the front a little bit better, but also needed to make sure the back was still in the racetrack.
Met up with a bunch of friends there,
and be different conditions than it was in practice,
Dom made burgers and hot dogs on the grill.
So
it was awesome.
And hopefully we can have a great result. I gotta say
we
thank
went
you to
swimming.
Miss Linda and everybody at 100cars.com.
And then I came back about an hour ago.
And, our Chevrolet tools have made us super prepared for this track. We obviously, like I said, we haven't been here for
played a little bit more MLB Show. Played with Chester for a bit.
Enjoyed the racetrack.
And now here we are.
Hopefully it's a good night for us.
Good luck.
Thanks, Kim.
Raja starts
I need to shorten this thing up.
Position. Carla? Thanks, Kim. Well, because of the metric system, Connor Zillich is going to start from the pole in this #1 Junior Motorsports Chevy. Obviously, you got 3 runner-up finishes on a 1.5-mile track. Is the day that you break through and get the win?
I sure hope so. We've been sitting here for too long not to go get a win, I feel like. It's been a long day. It's a long night, but I got my Connor Zillich Red Bull with Shane on it, so
Yeah, I feel energized. I feel and yeah, excited. We got the best starting spot, so hopefully we can put our KOA Chevrolet on.
They also made a good decision because they knew it was going to rain. They really just did not expect the race to start on time. So they had never pushed the cars out on track. So pit road was just there, and they dried pit road before they pushed the cars out. That was a good idea. So once we get the command, we won't have to wait for them to dry pit road.
There are some question marks at the green flag.
It's good to see him smiling. Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's been down a little bit for Connor in those tough Cup weeks that he had, but you mentioned a great run at Sonoma, a great run the O'Reilly Auto Parts car, and he's smiling again.
Look at this. I highlight my teammates and all that experience you guys have.
All I see there, I have half the starts, but the same amount of top tens, Jamie.
You're the
What are you
man,
doing?
Parker. Unbelievable job by you at this
I
racetrack.
mean,
It's exceptional performance.
I can't believe it. It's
Unreal.
amazing. Wow.
Well, when you spend a lot of time in Rainville,
Yeah.
you go down some roads and you have some conversations. You did not.
It's also time for us to see whose coverage time we're taking up.
Come out on 4th of
Obviously,
July, brave the
this race
weather,
is supposed
and
to
rid their
end
seats
probably
and
about
ready
2 hours
for
ago.
some
It's supposed to
racing
end
here
about
at
2 hours ago.
Chicagoland
So
Speedway.
we've been in other coverage for a while. Right now we're in I Am Steve McQueen. And then we'll be going over into CW6 first at 10 p.m. That's like the local news. We'll be going into Made in Hollywood, Season 21, Episode 35, Disclosure Day. And then we'll go into Movie Tone TV, Season 5, Episode 37, Caroline. And then we'll be going probably into Tile Town Carpet 1, and then paid programming. So yeah. Sorry to those folks, but you don't get your fucking thing tonight.
We always showed up for each other when it
Tonight. He's gonna have to go to jail.
Well, that was fun.
That's awesome.
Now we're gonna get the national anthem in just a minute.
Just gotta stay locked in. I'm gonna take care of the rest.
This world of ours is bigger than life. It's gritty, it's fantastic, it's intense. I love this business with all my heart, but it doesn't come without sacrifice.
NXT breeds on chaos.
If you believe in something, work until you have it. Never be content. Here we go. I have been down this road. I know what it's like. I don't care what you've achieved.
And we also got some fireworks exploding outside my house. Simulina. What?
Dream big and strive to be better. The harder you work, the more you get out of it, the more you get out of it, the more you succeed. NXT, this is what you want to go to.
Red Sox already up 3-0 against the Angels. They just got underway
250th
about
anniversary, America.
12 minutes ago.
250th birthday, USA. Happy 250th anniversary, America. Happy 4th of July and happy 250th anniversary, America.
Great to be here in Chicagoland as we celebrate America 250, and we're going to go racing on the 4th of July, albeit a bit later than scheduled, but plenty of storylines to follow, and we'll talk first about Sheldon Creed, the 00 team. They've got some momentum on their side after 3 straight top 10s, 2 of those being on the road courses.
The Dodger game's about to start soon. Yeah, that just shows you how late we're getting going.
Tony gave a lot of credit to Sheldon.
Start time's going to be the same as the Dodgers, pretty much.
The race car, which helps separate them at the end of the day. That shouldn't be an issue for them again today. Sheldon likes to move around and self-medicate his race car as needed, and he knows he's going to have to do that again tonight, Kim.
Well, Dylan, speaking of moving around during practice today, we saw Austin Hill all over the racetrack, despite him being a driver who loves wrapping the bottom traditionally. But using the higher lane is something they've prioritized as a team all year long. I talked with Austin. He said his car was pretty solid. He actually had a lot of comfortability today in the higher lane, and that's what he thinks it's going to take to be successful.
We're in the
here.
Kyle
He
suit.
told me you're going to have to be good in the second group or even higher up in the top lane to win here tonight, he thinks. The 21 team has finished top 10 in 3 of the 4 mile-and-a-half tracks this season. Carla? Thanks, Kim. Well, no one wants to bounce back more than the 18 of William Sawalich, who lost a total of 62 points to the cut line over the.
Yeah, they got fireworks exploding outside. I doubt you guys can hear them, but I can.
Not really been our strong suit. He mentioned the speed for JGR has kind of been 50-50 on this type of track for him. He's only got 2 top 10s and 11 starts on intermediates. But get this, the numbers tell us he is at least getting better with both of those top 10s coming within the last 4 mile-and-a-half visits, most recently a 4th place finish at Charlotte. This 4th of July on America's 250th birthday, Golden Corral would like to take a moment to honor those who have sacrificed for our country and salute them and their family members. It's a privilege to serve those who
Here we
serve.
go. For your ceremonies.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats. And veterans, render a hand salute as Will County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Vice President of Mission and Ministry at UChicago Medicine Advent Health, David Osagera.
I'd like to invite you to pray with me now. Gracious God, on this weekend, we celebrate 250 years of freedom. And we thank you for the gift of liberty and for all who have sacrificed to preserve it. We ask that you would watch over every driver, every crew member, official, and fan that is here today. Grant skill to their hands and calm to their hearts and safety on every lap. We ask that you keep the rain away for the night, and may the roar of these engines be the sound of joy, and may we leave this place grateful for the blessings that we all share. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome United States Air Force Band of Mid-America, Staff Sergeant Maylon Smart.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
America, 4th of July.
Golden Corral
Gonna
is
do our
proud
favorite
to
thing in
partner
the
with
world,
Healing Waters, healing
racing.
America's veterans through the therapeutic
We're gonna
arts
do
of
it. We're
life
actually
mission.
gonna do it
And
tonight,
partner of
guys.
Camp Corral, Golden Corral helps send children
Gonna get to
of
go
wounded,
racing.
ill, or fallen military members to summer camp each year. Well, we're certainly proud to be Americans every day, but today it means just a little more. We'll finally get cars on track, but first we get the engines fired. That's on the way right here on the CW.
Check your messages. What we got here?
With 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. Some say it's meat
What
and
in the
cheese
fuck?
done right. And some people don't say anything because frankly it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds.
Well, the anti-rain vortex, I see.
2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments add up in seconds, Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantic for its administration, an injectable immunotherapy.
So we got the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race from Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois. It is a 200-lap race around a 1.5 mile track that comes out to 300 miles. It's called the Cuervo 300. Most wins here, you can guess it, Kyle Busch has 4 wins here. Have not raced here since 2019 in the O'Reilly Series, or in the Cup Series, or in the Truck Series. Just haven't been here at all since 2019. So get to look forward to racing here again. Had to wait even a little bit longer to go back racing here at Chicagoland Speedway. But we are going to be doing it. They listened to the fans. They came back here.
From the moment you took your first breath, you had something.
Mother Nature did not listen to the fans, but that's all right. We'll fucking do it anyway. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? You ready?
It was finally time to enjoy it all. COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Breztri has 3 medicines and 1 inhaler with better breathing starting in 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Now that's a COPD maintenance treatment that works as hard as you do. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems.
Cracked open your 6th beer of the day. Yeah, I had like 3 or 4 during the delay there. But
ready to take back your breath? Ask your doctor about Breztri.
I think there's something wrong with the toilet.
My way pick is Connor Zilla. She is the pole sitter tonight. My guys, Jesse Love and Sheldon Creed. Jesse Love starting in 6th, Sheldon Creed starting in 8th. Sounds like Jaron Durant just had a really good catch.
This here at Chicagoland track.
Perfect for it. If you don't like running the bottom, then go to the middle. If that doesn't work, take it all the way to the top side.
All right, let's ride up when you're ready.
That is what we've been waiting for. 38 engines coming to life.
Hot conditions set up for some great racing.
Plenty of room to move.
Out of slipping, out of sliding in these corners, you'd be calling for tires well before fuel. Oh, it's smoking out here, boys. Sideways off the corner, all the way to the penthouse, all the way to the wall. That's where the grip is. Taking them to the woodshed this afternoon. It is dominating performance. Cole Custer is a winner at Chicagoland.
And this weekend marks NASCAR's return to Chicagoland Speedway. Welcome to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. You just saw Cole Custer celebrating his win the last.
No, they didn't race here in 2020. They were going to, but then COVID got it canceled. It was like replaced with like one of the Darlington races, I think.
The checkered flag here. That's not it. They're just a handful of drivers who have experience. Half the field actually has never raced here, taking their very first laps in practice earlier today. So who's going to be strong with so many unknowns? The consensus from teams, drivers, crew chiefs. Yes, experience matters, but what matters more, Dylan, is a good race car.
And Kim, there are several teams in the garage area that start in the top 10 today that are looking for their first win of the year. A win is on their mind. Also specific goals for tonight on their mind as well. Sammy Smith, their goal is top 5 in points. They know that they're going to try to do that by getting some stage points today. Sam Mayer, who's one that has just had an up and down year, they're another one that just needs a good points day today. That'd go a long way for them. And a little further forward, starting 6, Jesse Love, who has been so close to a win.
No, they don't have to drive pit road because they knew that it was going to rain, so they didn't bring the cars out to pit road. So the cars were in the garage during the whole rain, so they already got pit road dried.
Here to give the command of fire engines with the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome United States Air Force veteran Andrew Ryan.
He looks tired.
Happy 250th birthday, America. I only got 3 things to say. Number 1, God bless the troops. Number 2, God bless America. And number 3, drivers, start your engines.
Yeah, man. What's up, Camden? How's it going? Still very wet by the cars. Near the grass, yeah. I think NASCAR's going to tell them to deal with it. It's fine.
The green flag on deck. That's next.
Just deal with it.
What did Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby do with Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers? He made history.
I love Drake May.
Level performance in Skechers basketball.
Raza is your kitchen's secret ingredient.
Drake May.
Raza's secret ingredient.
No, you also love Drake May?
For all the daily sizzles, the finishing drizzles, and the super hot frizzles.
Exactly. If you don't drive on the wet part, you'll be fine.
That can take your kitchen from dull.
The problem earlier, and the reason that we couldn't race, is that the entire track was wet. There was no like non-wet parts, so can't even say don't race in the wet part because it was all wet. And that's why we waited here to race for hours.
Morale has served our heroes. Our unwavering support of the military and their families hasn't changed.
I love Drake May.
Thanks to you, it never will.
The engines are fired. Getting ready for 300 miles of racing tonight. The Cuervo 300 from Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois. 200 laps, comes out to 300 miles. It's a 1.5 mile track. I've not raced here since 2019 in any series. Most wins here in the O'Reilly series are, like I said earlier, you can guess it, Kyle Busch.
You're the real deal.
That's the energy.
This could possibly be a 2-day race. I doubt it because they're an hour behind us. So it won't actually be a 2-day race once it hits midnight. Here. Yeah.
Welcome to Totally Funny. I'm very sorry for what I've done tonight.
He's gonna have to go to jail.
Well, that was fun.
That's awesome.
You just gotta stay locked in. I'm gonna take care of the rest.
This world of ours is bigger than life. It's gritty, it's fantastic, it's intense.
I love this business with all my heart, but it doesn't come without sacrifice.
NXT breeds on chaos.
If you believe in something, work until you have it. Never be content. Here we go. I have been down this road. I know what it's like. I don't care what you've achieved. Continue to push through. Fail forward. Dream big and strive to be better. The harder you work, the more you get out of it, the more you get out of it, the more you succeed. NXT, this is what you want to go to.
I think we're good on weather for the rest of the night.
It's America 250. Happy 4th of July. CW Sports. Ready to see some fireworks on track tonight. 5 races to go to the chase for the O'Reilly.
They're rolling off pit road, finally.
At Chicagoland Speedway. Great to have you with us. A bit delayed, but we are ready to go with all the unknowns that come with this racetrack that we have not seen since 2019. Here we are in the broadcast booth with Parker Kligerman, Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. It's awesome to be back at this place.
It is. It feels like we've been on air for almost 7 years. It's been a while, but we're finally here, excited to get out on this track. And listen, if you've listened to all the drivers up to this point, it's unknowns is the word that everybody talks about. Half the field has not even raced this track.
Gateway on the 4th of July. That sounds kind of cool.
Earlier today, but it's green again, so it's like a brand new track for all these guys again.
Yeah, but what we do know is the night and the day that we're racing on is July 4th, America's 250th birthday, the most American sport in NASCAR, getting the chance to race on this historic day. I just think this is such a big opportunity for whoever's going to get in Victory Lane. They'll never forget this one. As we were
Daytona, I agree.
There's fireworks surrounding
But Daytona Beach don't want it.
Absolute amazing pictures.
We've got a front row seat for
Daytona Beach doesn't want it to be on the 4th of July because 4th of July is already a big tourist weekend for them.
Regardless of where we go.
So they want like another big tourist weekend.
Well, and he's good at every single
in
race
like August.
He's actually thrilled though that we're not on the road anymore, as you would say, Adam. The road courses were brutal to Justin, but his success this year has been exceptional. We're seeing his first win here all the way back in 2011. One thing that sticks out to me is the sponsor is still with him, Brandt, on the car you're going to see tonight. And again in 2017, able to get back to Victory Lane. So, yeah, he's got a little experience here and the 2 wins.
And he's been very happy to not be in a position some of these drivers are in terms of racing into the chase as we look at the bubble that's been really tight, and the next 5 races ahead after this one are so tough. But those bubble drivers is 3 JGR drivers right there: William Wallace, Taylor Gray, and Brent Cruz, who know that this is an awkward situation to be in. You're racing your teammates. The goal number 1 is to get in the chase, and they're the ones that you have to beat to do that. And they have all the info of what you're doing in that race car. It's a tough place to be.
The competition meetings, yeah, have got to be extra spicy right now for these drivers that are trying to find their way into a chase position. Now we get our Mobile One keys to Victory Lane. What are we watching for tonight, Jamie?
Well, no doubt you're going to have to find your groove. We heard these guys talk about in practice earlier today. There's just so many options here. Bottom, middle, top. You go where they're not. Try to find the grip on the track. But tires are going to be a story as well. You're going to have to manage your tires all race long. It's a green racetrack right now. We're all going to learn together here in these first 10 to 15 laps how quick they're going to wear out. It will get better as the night goes on. But the big thing, you got to peak late, be your best, win it pays at the end of all these mile-and-a-half racetracks. Being good late is a key to getting to Victory Lane.
Qualifying rained out. We used the qualifying window today for practice, so we used the metric to set the starting grid. And now we look at the starting lineup. Front row, Connor Zilich in the 1 car. Been good this year, making his 9th start of the campaign. And has won twice. He's on the front row next to Brent Cruz. You talk about guys that can get it done. Corey Day in row 2, and right behind him another California native, Jesse Love, the reigning champ, looking for his first win.
They will no doubt be fast. As we get to the next page, we've got 2 Chicagoland winners and past series champions. Chase Elliott and the JRM number 88 won here back in 2014, while Illinois native Justin Allgaier has a pair of victories here in Chicagoland. You know he's going to be fast here tonight.
No doubt, both of those guys are going to be good. Someone else to keep your eye on is Brandon Jones. They'll start pretty deep in the field back in 29th. Last time we raced here, he finished 4th. And think about it, they compared this track to Kansas. He won there last fall.
As we get to the final page, Raja Cruz has had to jump between a couple cars here, and this week he's in the number 32 for Jordan Anderson Racing, which he has 2 top 10s in that car, including a 7th at Pocono a couple weeks ago. He rolls off in the number 32 in 32nd. A little number symmetry for you.
That makes it easy for us to remember throughout the night. 32 from P32. Going to be fun to watch Raja Cruz drive to the field. Now we go down to the Arby's pit box and get a report from Carla.
Thanks, Adam. And yeah, the views here from pit end are awesome. But how about a little update on the Arby's driver today? Not enough can be said about Carson Quapple and what he's been able to do the last couple of weeks. 6 straight top 10s, despite being in a different car for 10 straight weeks. Today, though, is his last one. He will be in that 1 car for the remainder of the season.
Shit.
Surprisingly, he said, I'm going to miss it a little. And
let's do this racing shit.
To communicate with different crew chiefs. He does feel there is a real opportunity to win today, knowing that 9 car has gotten in Victory Lane. He said, I'm excited for the consistency after this, but he said, I'd sure like to help those guys get another win this last go-round, Ken.
Well,
Connor Zilic makes his final scheduled O'Reilly Series start for the year, and he'll do it starting from the front row. So what does the team need to do to make sure that they have their P1 start translate to a P1 finish? The car was really good in practice, but crew chief Rodney Childers told me it's going to be all coming down to how well Connor can manage his tires. The tires need to last about 45 laps in stage 1, 40 in that second stage. The longest they ran in practice was 28 laps. So they told me if Connor gets a little too aggressive, they're going to have to rein him back in. The right balance of patience and aggressive, they said, is what's going to win out tonight, Dylan.
And Kim, we told you pre-race how Taylor Gray ran out of fuel coming to the checkered last week at Sonoma. It was a big points loss, but the penalty is twofold this weekend. Since qualifying was rained out, they're lined up 25th today because of the metric and how NASCAR sets the lineup. Now, the consensus in the garage and so far talking to drivers in pre-race is that passing shouldn't be an issue. But crew chief Jason Ratcliffe mentioned the big challenge for them is just going to be getting the balance right. Starting deep in the field, you're in more dirty air, you're doing different things in the car as the driver to try to make up spots. So it just presents a unique challenge. They're confident that they can eventually get closer to the front, but going to have to rely on Taylor's feedback in the car and Jason's knowledge on the pit box to make the right adjustments to get them there.
It's a great report.
All right, so they're getting their pit road speed checks
at the end of that race a week ago for Taylor Gray. Ready to hear more? Scan the QR code to take a short free online hearing test. Now let's listen in to Starkey Radio Communications. It's Team 17 and Corey Day.
But still a really long race ahead.
Chase Elliott's in the race tonight, driving the 88.
Super cool to be back here in Chicagoland and racing on America's 250th. It's exciting.
Appreciate all the hard work as always, and do my best to keep it clean here. Thank you guys.
Well, great information right there. You got to be around at the end. We mentioned that in the Mobile One keys to the race, and I think this is going to be a great track for Corey Day because it's a track that you search for grip. He's a dirt racer, and as we've watched all these guys transition from dirt over to the pavement, one of their real skill sets is finding the grip, searching around, maybe using unconventional lines, and Corey Day has proven so far this year he can do that.
And racing on July 4th, you could hear it there. This one would mean more to a lot of these competitors to win on this day.
Well, and with that theme, you look at their paint scheme. I would say the spotters are going to be challenged tonight, and we will be as well in the broadcast booth. So many red, white, and blue paint schemes, something you need to be thinking about as we go throughout the evening. Pacing the field tonight, the Toyota Camry. Lights are on. They'll go off this time by, and we'll finally be ready for the green flag here at Chicagoland Speedway. Let's get a report. Team 2, Jesse Love with Dylan.
All right.
Yeah, and one of Jamie's keys to victory was finding.
Lights are off of the pace car, getting one to go.
On the racetrack, Jesse Love just told his team
here on America's 250th birthday.
So here's my plan for tonight. I think 1 and 2, you're going to gradually move up as the run goes, just like but 3 and 4, I am going to be on the bottom until you guys tell me that the top is better.
It's an interesting strategy to tell your team and let everyone else know exactly what you want to do. They're going to see it in real time if you're doing that, so I don't know why you'd have to tell them, but
we also had 5 hours. You could have told them.
Yeah. Here's what I'm around for a while. So I'm not sure about that one. I wouldn't put that out there. I'd just sort of let them realize in real time exactly what I'm running. They're watching.
Yeah, and the reality is you're going to learn as you go. If you get out there and the balance of your car isn't right, you can have a plan, but that plan will change based on how his car feels and where everybody around him is running on the track.
We're above the action with GovX aerial coverage. GovX savings for those who serve. Talk about lane selection, where you're going to run. And Connor Zilic gets the choice at the beginning, being the guy that comes from the pole, the control car.
Fireworks off in the background. Yeah, it's a beautiful shot, man.
See the fireworks in the distance. July 4th weekend.
Great shot.
Chicagoland Speedway. Supposed to go green with the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at 4:40 local time. Rain said no thank you. We're 4.5 hours behind schedule, but I have a feeling it's going to be worth the wait. Fireworks in the sky, and now we've got fireworks on the track.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
USA.
Pace car is coming off. Chicagoland Speedway is back for the first time in 7 years. Plus a 4 hour and 40 minute rain delay. Green flag is in the air. We are racing from Chicagoland Speedway in the O'Reilly Series. Finally.
Great launch by both of those guys on the front row. You got to think the outside's better as we run around here. If he can pinch Rick Cruz down a little bit, we'll see what that momentum is like.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah.
And Connor Zilisch pulling out to the lead there right on the start.
Round 1 and 2 on these mile-and-a-half racetracks. But Brett does a nice job sliding up right there in front of Corey Day.
Yeah, the reason that works is you put that bottom car in such a compromising position air-wise. All these other cars, look at Jesse Love to the top in 3 and 4. Looking outside of Corey Day, wasn't able to quite get there. He's the outside here down the front stretch. Down the bumps to 9.
Well, with the bumps, I thought it might be single wide, 3 and 4. We were thinking 3 wide, lap 1. Just let it go.
Connor Zilisch leads lap 1 from the pole.
Jesse Love with a lot of momentum right there, getting by Sammy Smith on the outside. He feel like he gave us a plan and then he's aborted on lap 1. Didn't do what he said, didn't do what he has to do to make up some ground here early on. Look at how wide that is. We talk about this racetrack and the multiple grooves as you get a look at Allgaier, who started a little bit deeper in the pack, trying to maneuver his way through the field.
Guy that's won here 2 times, racing 2.5 hours from his hometown. 15th right now, talking about driver 7.
And for Justin Allgaier, he was just looking for a clean bit of track, basically, as he's so far back in the pack. He's just trying to go where they're not. A couple of drivers moved up into 1 and 2 as high as he was running 3 and 4. He didn't want to see that. He wanted to let them hopefully have a clean lane to himself. He did the same thing down in 3 and 4, going pretty high up.
Connor Zilisch already set the fastest lap. He's led the first 3 laps of the night.
Good look, Chase Elliott. He's +5 as we ride on board here at the HendrickCars.com onboard camera. You see Chase, not really sure the lane he wants. He's just going to where there's some clean air there. You see the car in front of him. 9 of Womp will go to the bottom. Chase went to the middle, got a little bit of a run. Probably the preferred groove down here early on, being on the bottom. Oh, but he missed that 8.
Yes, I forgot to mention the stages are laps. Lap 45 is the end of the first stage, 45 laps in the second stage, so that's lap 90. And then the final 110 laps is the final stage. I don't think I mentioned that.
2 is up a spot.
And Jesse Love was super fast on the practice we had earlier. That right now, early on this race, is Chase Elliott and Carson Bumble are side by side now, stuck that way, side draft each other. This brought Sheldon Creed and Sam Mayer, the HFT teammates, into the battle.
Well, there'll be a little more urgency from the 88 on the bottom right now to get this pass completed, because if he can't, he's going to be able, if he can slide up in, he can't, but it's then going to put him in a tough position with what Sheldon Creed decides to do.
Look at that side draft.
Massive side draft right there on the front stretch.
5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, wrestling for position. And the car's dancing around. And as they compete, here comes the 99 of Parker Retzlaff. Very competitive early in stage 1.
See if Chase can time that momentum out. You see he's very disciplined, lifting early on corners.
Some good racing here early.
Back to the throttle. Carson again on the outside, can drive in quite a
Chase
bit
Elliott racing Carson Quapple for 5th.
The 2 different lines they're running.
Yeah, to complete this pass, he's just
got Sam Mayer and Sheldon Creed racing for
he's having to back up so much on the entry, and Carson
7th place.
Overtake him right there. He gets back down and gets away from being side by side.
Look at Creed ripping the outside
Creed.
there.
Well, Parker, I think a lot of that is Chase just getting comfortable with this car, right? He's so used to what he races on Sunday, and he said in practice earlier today, he's like, look, I'm going to have to learn, and that's just being smart, being disciplined, not driving.
Yeah, here we go. Here's lap 8.
See right here, once they got single file, we're able to actually get away from Creed.
Jeff 54 Taylor Gray. Whoa, contact there with Jeb Burton in the 27.
I'm going to say something happened earlier. Jeb's trying to side draft right there, maybe a little frustration with the 54 Taylor Gray.
Dangerous game to play with the pipes there on the right side. That left front can easily get cut down on those.
Allgaier continues to move forward. 21. Austin Hill really good on the 1.5 miles.
Look at how low the 7 can exit the corner. That's been his gift. He talked about watching Kevin Harvick race here all the years in the Cup Series and how good he was.
Do it always for you, Kyle. Always racing for you.
The momentum that he's able to carry at 7 cars.
You raced for me.
He will make it to the front.
You raced for us. So we'll always race for you.
Anthony Alfredo coming off that top 5 finish last week, his first in a couple of years. Good car early for him at 11th as he's able to maintain the spot in front of Allgaier.
Justin searching. He's been all over this racetrack from lap 1. We're into lap 9 here. coming to 10, and he's just all over looking, and you saw how good he was on the bottom, but he's having to try and find ways to make the top work if everyone's going to run the bottom in front of him.
But look at the momentum he had. You see how Fredo kind of countered right there? That's going to be frustrating for the 7, thinking he was going to run the bottom, and then he runs the top. It's a little bit of a guess as you go down the straightaway of where are they going to run, because ultimately you just want to run the different lines. You see now Fredo's committed to that middle. I don't think I'd want to give the 7 the bottom as good as he was earlier right here. You can hear Anthony have to mess with the throttle, be a little cautious on exit.
Stage 1, 45 laps. We're 11 circuits in. Connor Zilic started on the pole. He's leading. He's led in 7 of his 9 starts this year. And this
Very beautiful. We got racing back here at Chicagoland Speedway. Really amazing track. It's great to have racing back here.
Get ahead of the curve. Learn about Peyronie's disease at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Let's go Sox. I agree. Wish I could be watching them right now, but the race had a long rain delay, so now I'm doing this.
The fire of competition is born at the track.
Every lap.
Every turn.
Every part drives us.
Our professional parts people can offer you the right parts and advice so you're ready for every moment along the way.
Every part matters in competition.
And every part is powered by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Christopher David Bell, he's 4 years old.
Christopher David Bell, he's 4 years old.
Oh, Christopher Bell is taking the lead. What a finish! He's done it again. Bell has driven to victory again. How about that? That check is for $1 million.
When every mile matters, where will your journey take you?
How did I get here? Shooting all the action despite vision loss from wet AMD. It started when Vabysmo opened up my world. I was worried when I started to lose my sight, but my doctor recommended Vabysmo.
So after a 4 hour and 40-minute rain delay, we are racing. And after 7 years, we should have been racing here.
Knowing that Vabysmo improves vision. And there's a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Your antenna is faster than YouTube TV. That makes sense because YouTube TV is streaming.
Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment,
An antenna is like the fucking direct thing.
blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or retina specialist right away.
Now, I'm bringing it all into focus. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
Trust the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD and diabetic macular edema. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
They had to take all these tracks away to nerf Kyle Busch, yeah.
It's a dog park with all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't...
Little did they know that so-called problem took care of itself.
He's got an ear infection. I said ear infection. Ear. It sounds like you're in a tunnel. It's in his ear. Ear infection. E-A...
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Test your luck and make your power play by heading to your local lottery retailer to get in the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot of $396 million. Decent amount of movement side by side here at Chicagoland Speedway. About lap 18, I should say, about 30 laps to go here in our opening stage. And Taylor Gray at plus 13 is one of
And
those
it wasn't a
guys
problem. At least not for me. I fucking loved it. I missed those days.
On the racetrack the last couple of laps. His momentum kind of got
I missed the days where he was winning all the time.
Justin Allgaier there a little bit ago into turn 1. So he's got to figure out a way to maneuver this pass on Justin Allgaier, but a really fast race car for Taylor Gray early on in this race.
races.
Well, he drove right by Allgaier, and then they got into quite a battle, side drafting each other. And as you mentioned, he got stalled out, but the speed of that 54 early on has been really impressive. I felt like when the race started, it looked to me like the 7 just flying through everybody. But when you look at the 54s, we get a good look here of the side draft. You watch Taylor tries to get away. Justin, no. Come back down here, and I'm not letting you go right here. No, sir.
The second time it happened to Taylor Gray, that donut on the sides from Jim Burton doing the same thing, but actually connecting. Oh, then almost just about the same thing right there. Like,
yeah, but
I was wondering why does that keep happening?
You look on the bottom right, he's actually been able to get by. The 54 has been able to run the bottom, the middle,
Look
the
at this
top.
great
He's
racing
gonna
we're
go
having, man.
Wherever they're not, and is able to create speed, as we see. Great battle here, right here with Corey Day and Brent Cruz. Corey Day, no surprise.
I mean, Connor
He goes
Zills
a
is
long
checked
run,
out up front.
Searching around, you see him running that third groove.
Jesse Love was able to get up to second.
What were the requirements to meet Austin Hill at Pocono?
For third. Chase Elliott
Buy a ticket.
is 5th right now.
Buy a
rounding
ticket.
out the top 5.
Buy a ticket and be there in line on time.
There's some debate of how many years are we going to get to come back here, but I'll tell you the drivers are going to argue.
I mean, probably
Love
don't like
being
be a
able to say that. I mean,
terrorist.
just everywhere
If you were a
you
terrorist, they
wanna run
probably
on the
wouldn't let you
racetrack.
into the racetrack.
It's
Like
not
he had a
there's
knife.
preferred groove. It's just where do you need to be?
Yeah, so
Thanks
no
to
weapons.
Sanchez in the 87 this week. After being out of the series for a few races, after AM Racing shut down, to have this chance in 87 for a couple races. It was awesome to see him back.
And the team's done an impressive job. You think about what Austin Green was able to do on the road the last couple of weeks. And I'm just really excited about what we'll see next weekend at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. Because Sanchez is a great drafter. He was 3rd there earlier this year before things fell apart and he kind of lost his ride for a while. But next weekend, you know, he'll be good, and he's trying to go back-to-back winning the summertime race.
Lots of
at Echo
YouTubers
Park
there at
Speedway.
Chicagoland. That's great. Not me, though.
Got a monster run here on Ryan Sieg. The top side cuts under him, clears him down into 3, and these are the kind of passes that you'll see all night. Now Ryan
Fucking
Sieg will
Cletus.
have a little bit of momentum. He'll cut back to the inside. This is where it gets slightly frustrating. Then we got the battle for 10th on the left of Taylor Gray, getting by Justin Allgaier. Now working on his teammate William Sawalich.
This battle 54.
That's if they have
is
a-
significant. When you think about where Gray
I mean, that's
and
if they
Sawalich
have
were
a
coming in
merchandise signing
relation
for
to the Chase
Austin Hill.
standings, and the fact that
Not
they
every driver does it at every
starts
race.
25th, so you're
It's like a
Man,
select.
this is a missed opportunity to go out and get stage points. And he said, absolutely not. I'm going to drive up there and get them.
Yeah, and that's in the back of everyone's mind is when someone starts in the back and you know they do, and all of a sudden they pass you, do you know how quick their car is? If you're Sawalich or one of these guys that's on the bubble with him, I think you're going to be able to capitalize on this. But to see how quick we ride on board with William Sawalich and the Toyota Racing on board, 54 though, if you watch him line ahead, I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, he can go wherever they are. He just goes, look at that. He's like, you want to run the bottom? That's fine. But go right here through the middle and see the run that he can generate. He's going to probably get to the inside, get a little run on Retzloff on the exit here.
Just look at their season. And their margin over that cut line is not great. But you think about the fact that in 14 of the 19 races, they've had some kind of issue, including what we've talked about last week when the race ended. They run out of fuel last lap running top 5 at Sonoma. So his ability to bounce back has been impressive.
No doubt, Adam. And you know, we always talk about frustrations or the level of performance these guys have. 54 has speed every single week. They've had some unfortunate instances, but it's easier to swallow those bad days or like what happened last weekend when you know you have speed in your car. They have 5 races left. These guys can get it done.
What about that 54 group, Dylan?
That's going to be a Toyota driver update on the early biggest mover, plus 15 from the start, trying to make it plus 16 here as he races Parker Retzloff for the 9th spot. Talked with Jason Ratcliffe, and they told you at the start of the show they were a little bit concerned starting that deep about if they were going to be able to get a good read on the balance of their car tonight.
That'd be
But they
fun.
made several changes in practice, and Jason said he felt like that gave them a really good idea of where the line is between being too free and too tight, and that was going to help them make their decisions for how to start the car when we went racing under these cooler conditions. So I'd say they nailed it, and getting stage points certainly is something they thought that they could do, but I think this is a bonus, and he may not be done yet here with 19 to go. Maybe the best car on the racetrack.
Great stuff, Dylan. And the key for them now, when they get to these first stops, is to make the right adjustments to keep up with the track. When you're this strong early on a green racetrack that's starting to lay rubber like it is, it's going to change massively here and everyone's had that chance in these first stops to make big adjustments. So the worst thing to do in their position sometimes is to not do anything because you think, oh, we're really fast. Everyone else makes adjustments to catch up, and the next run you're not as good.
Curious what's happening with Sammy Smith, back to 23rd in the running order. Here's their team radio.
Apparently, some people are having trouble with their CW. In some areas, it just showed like their local news or some shit.
Just maximize your lap time. Objective stay on the lead lap. Minimize the bleeding, we'll get you a change.
I would fucking freak the fuck out if that happened.
Yeah, the tough part there is we talked about everything that was right for Taylor Gray. This is the flip side of that when it's wrong and you're just not correct. And then the worst part is a clean racetrack, you're super start to get worried about maybe abusing that right front tire, left front tire. Cording becomes a problem at tracks like this that are high wear, and especially with no rubber on the racetrack. So they're just going to try and nurse this car back to the end of the stage. As you heard them say, stay on the lead lap. That's just goal number one at that point. Damage control in this position.
And 15 laps to go basically in the stage here. I'm curious what happens in that run to the green and white checkered flag and how all these drivers react late in a run. Our Mobile One leaderboard takes us to break. Zilich, Love, Day, Elliott Cruz, the top 5.
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. Some say it's meat and cheese done right. And some people don't say anything because frankly it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
Arby's, we have the meat.
That's right, Mom and Dad. My new boyfriend rides a motorcycle.
Oh, it's just a cruiser fun winding on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
How responsible.
Very sensible.
And he has a tattoo.
Temporary for my niece. She insisted.
Oh, that's cute. Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off. Wow, I stand corrected. It's lovely. No, it's not.
Super cute.
Very in right now.
It's my rough and tumble little girl.
The Colonel has a bucket list. The $10 one. Monday nuggets. Tuesday fried chicken. Wednesday wings. Thursday tenders. Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to the fullest. Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
For decades, Golden Corral has served our heroes. Our unwavering
Got 13 laps left in the stage.
Their families hasn't changed. Thanks to you, it never
It's the opening stage here from Chicagoland Speedway.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease or somebody I can talk to or help? I got somebody.
What's this link, Jaden?
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? Find a urology specialist who treats PD at goGetSomebody.com.
Christopher David Bell. He's 4 years old.
Okay.
Bell has driven to victory. That check is for $1 billion.
When every mile matters, where will your journey take you?
Monopoly, I challenge ye to a duel. Losing is for losers.
That's
Get
hilarious.
ready to lose, Marty. Where might one duel to the death these days? Play the new Simpsons event in Monopoly Go today.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 five-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we can have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
Liquid IV hydrates better than water alone, but don't trust us. At Liquid IV, our formulas are clinically tested and validated with leading hydration researchers, doctors, and scientists. Develop, research, reformulate, validate until we get it right. Because science-backed hydration isn't something we say, it's something we prove. Don't trust us, trust the science.
USAA proudly salutes the generations of military service members that made America's 250th possible. Closing on the end of the opening stage for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Chicagoland Speedway. 9 laps to go in this first run of the race.
9 laps to go in this stage.
Connor Zilich starts on the pole, got a 4-second advantage over second-place Jesse Love. And the guy that started on the front row was Zillich. Brent Cruz fading a bit here late. He's back to 10th and could lose that spot. He saw his teammate get around him, William Sawalich, and racing here with Carson Kvapil.
Yeah, and you're going to see the 19 of Brent Cruz right here on the exit. See Carson slides up a little bit. It's going to put Brent Cruz in a vulnerable position. And a little contact right there with Joey Gase on his outside. That could have been huge, especially if you slide down through the infield right here, knowing how much rain we've had. It could be a day ender for you.
That's the slightest tap you could possibly have in this position where the car takes off like that on the exit of the corner. Did a great
that thing's
job
been there forever.
William Sawalich did a great job reacting. Let's take a listen to Brent Cruz radio. Right, so we mentioned this about Sammy Smith, and we've heard this from a couple drivers. If you're tight on a green racetrack, the big fear is hurting that tire, those front tires, especially that right front. It sounds like to me, we'll find out when he gets to stop. That could be a corded tire that's just lost all its grip. Now it's about just nursing it these next few laps and hoping it doesn't go down so you can get to the end of the stage.
Going to be a lot of work for the 19 team. Here's our pit review, brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
A lot of tight cars.
Who should you
today.
bet on?
I think of some of that is when it rains.
For the race?
The fear
For
of
this
being
race?
Loose at a mile and a half. Tight is slow, loose. You're in trouble. You can go a lap.
I mean, I had Connor Zillich winning, but the odds probably aren't going to be very good.
Over-adjusted for the green racetrack.
I know the odds will be too good, and you won't be able to get much of a payout.
The 7 of Allgaier you see right there also complain about the balance being really tight.
And Brent Cruz is about a second off in lap time right now compared to the
I mean, you can go Justin Allgaier.
Really struggling.
He's farther back right now.
They've been on Connor Zillich on the radio telling him, take it easy. Don't. And he's not listening.
I don't know if he's listening.
He is driving away from the field, about 5-second lead. But we are going to regroup here in 5 laps. And I know we've talked about Taylor Gray. If they can have a good pit stop and come off, he clearly has a car that can compete with Zillich. I also think that Corey Day is another driver to keep your eye on. 17's been right against the wall. Look at that. Right against the wall, being able to make lap time up.
No matter who you bet on,
great exit right here.
Don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Jesse Love has moved up there as well. Get down to these 4 or 5 laps to go. We talked
I'm
about,
just a fat guy watching the race.
Don't at this point. You go up and see what you can learn. But if you see how high that 17 is, you'd almost see the dust where he's starting to stir that up. A lot of grip, big risk to do that. Some guys are really good at it.
Ah, that's so fun. It's the best when you get up on the boards like that and make lap time.
The track of the slide job.
Slide job.
Slide job.
As he's probably been hearing that Corey Day is up there making lap time. On the right side of your screen, you're seeing the battle for 10th in the stage. The last point, Viking Motorsports.
Oh man, Parker Redsloff almost fucking.
Here's Cole Custer in the 0, and Allgaier slips away. Says, you guys sort it out amongst yourselves.
3 to go on the stage. Little wiggle for Corey Day. Left of your screen. You know, we talk so much.
3 to go on the stage here.
The importance of those. And we really referenced a lot those guys from Joe Gibbs Racing and the Chase Cut line. But let's not forget, in the battle for second right now, when you look at the regular season, the guys second and third on track battling for that Love and Day as we'll hit 2 to go, stage 1 this time around.
See Jesse Love will kind of turn down off the corner. It's a little easier line to run. Gives you a little straighter exit. But if you can do what the 17 is doing and enter right against the wall and carry that speed all the way around, the exit that it allows you to have and the lap time that you can make up all the way down the straightaway is huge. You see Chase Elliott, we got both.
Chase Elliott's running the outside.
Cars running right against the fence.
Right against the wall.
Representation of how committed Corey Day
It's a bit foggy on the backstretch.
How straight he was and up against it right on that entry to 1. Chase giving himself a little barrier there. He's a little
So I'll have that issue again.
Slides up next to the wall. That's where you're just feeling it out, trying to get more comfortable with running up there compared with Corey Day's flat right on it.
Is it Chase Elliott or Kyle Larson driving the 88 tonight?
We haven't really talked about Chase Elliott, but he sees
Final lap of the stage. Connor Zillich led every lap so far tonight.
Great job today for the first time being in an O'Reilly car in a while.
Yeah, I mean, going to school, stage 1, and he's already in a great spot. When you talk about track position, that doesn't have what his teammate has. Another guy doing double duty this weekend, going to lead them all in the opening stage of the race.
Connor Zillich wins stage 1 from Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois, in NASCAR's return to Chicagoland.
They got Allgaier in 9th, Quapple in 10th, and here comes Alfredo now, trying to get a stage point as well. Good battle at the line.
All right, so it's a 24-minute, 51-second green flag run to start the race for the first stage there.
Order, stage 1. Love and Day getting some good points. Sheldon Creed comes back to get fifth, and Taylor Gray from 25th to 6th. Happy 4th of July, stage 1 done at Chicagoland Speedway.
For 250 years, over 41 million courageous men and women have answered the call to defend our freedom. At USAA, we serve them and their families because we were built by them. We proudly stand together to honor our military community and who our nation owes profound gratitude as we celebrate 200
Yeah, there's a chance of some rain tomorrow, but I think we'll be mostly good.
You never know. You never know. Is this you? Yeah, it's my new RAV4.
Tomorrow.
Do you think RAV stands for Rugged Adventure Vehicle? Whoa, dude.
Yeah, it just says like 15% chance of rain around race time tomorrow.
Isn't it the recreational activity vehicle? I guess it could mean anything you want. Oh yeah? What else you got? Toyota. Let's go places.
It's time to go racing under the lights.
Just to make the chase will be an incredibly intense battle.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Next Saturday night from Atlanta at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up! What is this nonsense?
I need something that's gonna make this a can't miss event. Something catchy.
You're the real deal.
That's the energy.
And here we go.
Look at this for the lead. Career victory.
You always showed up for each other when it counted.
Now that's football.
Welcome to NXT. Let's play Trivial Pursuit.
Welcome to Full
Welcome to Totally Funny Animals.
I'm very sorry for what I've done tonight.
He's gonna have to go to jail.
Well, that was fun.
That's awesome.
You just gotta stay locked in. I'm gonna take care of the rest.
This world of ours is bigger than life. It's gritty, it's fantastic, it's intense. I love this business with all my heart, but it doesn't come without sacrifice.
NXT breeds on chaos.
If you believe in something, work until you have it. Never be content. Here we go. I have been down this road. I know what it's like. I don't care what you've achieved. Continue to push through. Fail forward. Dream big and strive to be better. The harder you work, the more you get out of it. The more you get out of it, the more you succeed. NXT, this is what you want to go to.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. And by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Stage 1 complete. Chicagoland Speedway for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Let's go down to the RV's pit box in Carlo.
Thanks, Adam. And of course, no one is happier to see Chicagoland back on the schedule than
Sox up
Illinois
3-1.
native Justin Allgaier, who said, "I remember everything about this track when it was built. The fact that the round back straightaway was built so that fans could actually see the action." He mentioned how important it was that it was one of the first asphalt tracks in the area, mentioning how many dirt tracks he grew up around. When you couple that with his first win with longtime sponsor Grant back in 2014, he said that that was almost as special as his first series win at Bristol. Of course, he would love to replicate that today. Started 17th, but has moved up at least 7 spots, Adam.
Yeah, problems for his
Oh,
teammates,
shit.
Arlen. Connor Zilisch wins the
Connor
opening
Zilisch.
stage.
He's stopped
And a
on track.
problem for the one group. Here's team radio.
That's big news here.
Pressure. All right, right on the flat. Looking slightly with power and everything. I got nothing.
Connor Zilisch stopped on track.
That's heartbreak. It's like it never ends, the bad luck that he's experienced here in 2026. All right, they'll get things buttoned up there. We go down to Progressive Pit Road and Kim.
Pit road's open.
Yeah, you see Corey Day, top of your screen in that 17 machine, said felt good, just got slightly
Can't park there.
late in the run for 88 Chase Elliott. He said, all good. I don't think I need anything. Moments where I got a little snug, but then I calmed myself down and put better corners together. So he said, I feel like it's in my control. Dylan?
Sheldon Creed said he was building tighter that run, but don't change much. I like what it's doing. For Jesse Love, said the car was doing the same thing as it was in practice. He was free on corner entry, then a little tight at the end of the run in the center. Small air pressure adjustment to get the nose lower and a track bar adjustment to help his exit.
The always important
All right.
race off Progressive Pit Road, +2 for Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott wins the race off pit road there.
Jumping out in front of Jesse Love, Corey Day,
Jesse Love's
Taylor
second
Gray,
off pit road.
and Sheldon Creed. In celebration of America's 250th, the CW and GovX are honoring the stories of military families and first responders who give so much to help their fellow Americans.
My grandfather saw his duty to take care of his family and go serve the country.
My uncles were both in the military, my brother's in the military, and I always admired all of their service, and my path was the fire department.
In all my interactions as a nurse, I feel like I'm doing exactly what I was supposed to do. I have lived my dream, really.
The whole mission of it is to help other people, and if everyone does that, we're living in a better world.
Presented by GovX. Savings for those who serve.
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. Some say it's meat and cheese done right. And some people don't say anything because frankly it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Hey, I was here first. Monty Burns, is that you?
It's the battle of the vault billionaires we've all been waiting for.
Woo! Release the hounds. Monopoly, I challenge ye to a duel.
Mr. Burns versus Mr. Monopoly. The Simpsons come to Monopoly Go.
Worth it. Play the new Simpsons event in Monopoly Go today.
If these boots could talk, they'd speak with honor for those who built them. The skilled boot makers at Danner's USA factory. With the know-how and experience to handle hard work, put 100% into building boots worthy of the toughest workers in the USA. Every tool used expertly. The integrity that we build with speaks for our legacy. If these boots could talk, they'd say we were built by our great teacher, experience.
My name is Diana Perazzo. I chose SNHU's online program specifically because of flexibility. They made it possible. I have been a professional wrestler for 12 years. A lot of times I was ringside writing papers and getting journals done. You're going to get the same time and respect as an in-person student. I didn't need to be anywhere to register. I didn't need to talk to anyone in person. Everything could be done through my laptop, and they made that process seamless. I made it to the finish line, and you can too. Get started at snhu.edu.
For 250 years, America has depended on the courage of those who serve. They've defended our freedom and helped us become the nation we are today. At Wounded Warrior Project, we honor the past by building a better future for post-9/11 veterans, service members, and their families. They've given us their best. Join us in supporting them through the next 250 years of strength and resilience. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA250.
Ever wanted to brew the perfect beer for game day? Meet Pinter, the home beer system built for sports fans. Fresh beer, brewed and tapped by you. As simple as brew, chill, tap, done. Craft 12 pints with every brew. Crisp lager, juicy and hoppy IPAs. Pinter is the ultimate game day teammate. Bring the stadium atmosphere home. Get your friends over and pour fresh beers. Get yours free now when you join our flexible beer plan. Go to pinter.com/sports to claim your offer today.
ready?
Let me get in.
Let's take a look at today's clean pass of the day, brought to you by Dude Wipes. Wet cleans better than dry. Anthony Alfredo getting it done. This was snug.
And an assist for Cole Custer there. Bumped down the backstretch. The Dude Wipes pass with the Dude Wipes car at Synergy.
All right, let's do a report here, Team 19, and that would be Brent Cruz, who's fallen back here a little bit. What's the story? What was their problem late in the run, Dylan?
Yeah, well, and he had faded to 20th by the end of the first stage. He'd come on the radio and said he felt like they had a bad right front, and when they took it off the car, it looked like it had started to unwind the rubber from the tire. It almost became like a grooved tire. It had worn out so much. So the pit crew actually did a pretty good job here. He's going to restart 12th, so gain some spots back on pit road. But here's that right front, right when it came off of the 19. So that's obviously not ideal, and that explains what Brent was feeling and why he was dropping so many spots.
Well, and his teammate had a problem too. Safety violation for William Sawalich in the 18 group. Would have restarted 6th. He'll come from the back after the penalty. Free pass goes to Jeff Burton, and Connor Zilic was able to get to pit road, get it filled, and he stays on the lead lap. Here's the penalty for Sawalich.
So William Sawalich with a penalty. Connor Zilic does stay on the lead lap after running out of fuel.
The crew member out there.
There's been a lot going on in there.
Yeah.
He'll fall way back.
Just for Connor Zilic, one thing to note is that we ran a lot of pace laps there. We were drying the track. And those JRM cars, Hendrick Power, they've been winning races. They have a lot of power to the hood, but they've been getting pretty bad fuel mileage compared to the past. Sound like maybe they just ran out of fuel.
By the way, Brandon Jones, you see him there in your screen outside of row 5 for the restart. He
back
made up
green.
some ground on the pit lane.
Stage 2.
Underway. Chase Elliott, the control car, outside of Jesse Love. Here we go from Chicagoland.
Saw that outside prevail on the initial start. Again, Chase Elliott gets a big run on the outside, but Love able to slide up right there in front of Corey Day. Gets himself in a good position. All these guys get to regroup now. The amount of grip that these cars are going to have versus where they ended at the end of that stage, it's going to be massive. It's a second and a half, 2 seconds a lap faster than what they were running there. Everybody gets another shot to get the balance where they need it to be. And if you had tire wear issues in that first stage, those should start to alleviate themselves just a little bit with the rubber that's now laid onto the racetrack. You can push a little harder, a bit harder here, but you do have to have that in the back of your mind just a little bit about going to the top side early in these runs, trying to just make sure you
that
take
backstretch looks so cool, man.
to get another long run.
Slightly curved.
Though, is that a lot of guys are running up high, so that brings that top.
It does look like it's getting foggy, but I think it'll be fine.
We saw Chase Elliott.
Don't want to deal with that issue again.
They were able to survive and not have tire issues, so I think the track is rubbered in. To me, the big thing is about getting your balance where you can maneuver around like we saw Taylor Gray being able to do.
Brent Cruz already jumped back inside the top 10, racing Carson Quapple for 8th. His teammate Brandon Jones didn't have a great starting spot. Mentioned how they were able to manage the exchange on the pit lane, gaining some track position.
Both those cars there, Brent Cruz and Carson Quapple, faded late in that stage. So they'll have that in their mind as we go in the RB's onboard here with Carson Quapple. About just taking care of those tires and make them last. Look at the run that the Brandon Jones has on the outside run, just a little bit higher there. He was quiet that first round, but we're going to see some different cars be fast right here because of the racetrack being green. Some of the guys that maybe struggled a little bit that first run, that track could possibly come to them. One of them possibly being Justin Allgaier, you see right there on the inside of Sheldon Creed. See if he's able to clear Creed down there, not quite. Sheldon have the momentum on the exit of 2.
You see Taylor Gray hopping behind him.
Look at all 3 of those guys going in, just trying to get their left front fender a little bit out in front.
Happy 4th of July, Daniel Barry.
As Allgaier pulls down in front of him. Justin got a little bit loose at the same time over that bump. Synchronized slide right there. Brent Cruz lined up behind these guys. Just hoping all of them will make a decision to go to one side so he can go somewhere a little bit different. He's feeling good.
that new right front tire on the car, kind of a reset.
And once you've laid rubber on the track over a long run like we had in stage 1, that top side isn't really available to you really right off the bat. They pick up all that rubber under caution. It's on the bottom side. And it's gonna take a few laps to get the high line working like it did at the end of stage 1. So you just gotta make it work down on the bottom, maybe the second groove, but eventually that top line's gonna come in.
Hold on.
Not necessarily faster on new tires. It's when the pace slows way down that you're able to get that top side to roll. As we get a look right here of Connor Zilic, who had
What the hell do you want?
issues as we came to that stage break, but has not slowed him down. I don't think his day's over just yet. Plus 12 since the restart. 13th in the running order is driver 1.
I need physical.
Absolutely flying through the field. Man, I'm sure some
Demoralizing if you're sitting there like, wait a second, where did he come from?
added motivation, though, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
You win the stage, you feel dominant, you're compromised, and now it's like, okay, I'll go get it. Good battle here for 5th on track. Gray and Creed. It's Chase Elliott leading at Chicagoland Speedway.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Look at Amy, working hard now so that future Amy can buy her very own boat.
Wait, sorry, the boat's great, but am I wearing culottes?
Oh, you love your culottes.
It's lemonade o'clock. What did I just say? Cheers o'clock.
Who goes there? What, Jane? What are you saying, Jane?
24/7 as part of your home and auto bundle.
So I, like, hang out with my insurance guy?
Oh, yeah. You two have a podcast and everything.
Awesome.
At Credit One Bank, we believe anything's possible.
I'm on Mars! It's freezing. I'm gonna go back to the module.
But leading your team to the championship? Unlikely.
Okay, that's
Who the fuck was that? That was my sister.
Supercomputer.
Asking for $20 bill. I have no cash.
No one's gonna believe this. I got this.
But a card with access to exceptional benefits isn't one of them. Welcome to the Credit One Bank American Express Suite. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
Christopher David Bell, he's 4 years old.
When every mile matters, where will your journey take you?
One KFC Supergirl Ultimate Meal.
Instructions say leave on ledge?
The KFC Supergirl Ultimate Meal is here with 3 heroic Supergirl sauces and a Kryptonian cooler. Get it now, only at KFC. See Supergirl, now playing only in theater. Coming to the stage this Friday, it's Ned's first team karaoke night. But he's wondering,
What if my flaky red plaque psoriasis takes center stage?
Next up, we have Ned.
Radar is clear for the rest of the night.
what if Ned knew he could treat differently?
Otezla is a pill that treats plaque psoriasis even in hard-to-treat areas. You can get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking. Doctors have been prescribing
surprisingly
Otezla
clean
for
so
over
far.
10 years. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue.
I'm trying to think, like, I can't remember any, like, big Chicagoland wrecks. Like, I feel like this wasn't, like, a big crashy track.
Doctor if any of these occur, and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts.
Probably missing something obvious, but, like,
Could be your
I feel like I don't remember any crashes here. Like, big crashes.
Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Closed captioning for today's race brought to you by Cerakote. The top detailers in the world trust Cerakote, shouldn't you? Closing on midway point, stage 2, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series racing at Chicagoland Speedway. Chase Elliott is here, leading laps at this place for the first time since
Bobby Labonte had a pretty bad one.
You want to know why he's a NASCAR Cup Series champion? What did he say to us in practice today? I'm going to feel it out. I've been in one of these cars in a while. We'll see if I get comfortable. He's leading right now, driving away, 2.4 second lead. I think he's coming. Yeah, the one thing I noticed as we were on board with Chase Elliott just a second ago was the line he was running. We referenced Corey Day, and he running right against the wall
earlier in the race. Now you see all these guys, they're all running like the third group. They're able to find speed right there, whether it's because the track's a little bit cleaner there, or that's just where the grip is right now. We'll have to pay attention, though, as the pace slows down, see if those guys get all the way back up against the wall. That is a way easier line, though, to run. But you see both now. You see on the right-hand side of your screen, those guys have moved back to the top. I like that the 88, though, is not having to use all the racetrack. It's almost like having a little bit of fuel in reserve. You're like, well, if I need to make up some more lap time, I can move up the racetrack and have that.
How about the race leader, Kim?
Yeah, Chase Elliott, P1, and after practice had a good conversation with crew chief Marty Lindley where he joked, although I think he was being pretty serious, that Chase is his new favorite driver. Remember, the two of them have never worked together, and I asked what he liked about Chase that he maybe didn't see in some other drivers he's worked with, and he said, look, he's got accountability, he doesn't complain, and he gets after it. We saw that during the first stop. You guys remember I said that he felt a little snug, but calmness helped down and felt like he put better corners together when he thought about what he was doing more and felt like he was in control, and that's something his crew chief really appreciated, just the initiative he takes to figure out what he needs on the racetrack versus asking something more of the car.
Good point, Kim. Basically what you're telling me is the crew chief wants someone who just drives and fits the plan.
Yeah. I mean, the Casey Kane one was pretty bad. I'm watching Bill Elliott in the 7 car, whoever that was back in the day. I think it was 2010. That one looked pretty bad. T-bone.
He is. I mean, just committed. Loves to do it. Happy to be here. And we talked about the fact that he's racing tonight. We'll see him again in the 88 in Indianapolis in a few weeks. But needs to have a series champion back here competing in a place where he's been to victory lane.
These two are having quite the battle tonight. I feel like every time I look up, Taylor Gray and Justin Allgaier are going back and forth, side drafting, to figure out who belongs where.
Well, I love that Gray is putting himself in position for the final stage, because what we saw at Kansas, they were there, and then they were able to work the strategy to a way where they were able to gain track position through a green flag cycle. If you're outside the top 10, it's hard to do that. They're in position here after starting 25th.
And if you're watching the 41 there, Sam Mayer, it's reminiscent of a famous moment at this racetrack.
Yes. Go ahead and say it.
2019 slide job. And that's what he attempted to pull off right there. He got it done, but then lost all his momentum on the exit 2, and Corey Day slipped right back by. But Sam Mayer told us he's watched a ton of races, and he took notes, apparently, of how the passes have tried to be done down to turn 1.
And if you watch right here, he's going to do it again. He'll overdrive the entry. Oh, Corey Day, it almost looks like let him go right there. Probably looked in his mirror and saw what else was back behind. Good decision there. Corey had to run low now, knowing that Mayer was going to want to run high. You know, Adam, you referenced Taylor Gray a second ago, and the one thing that I really like about the 54 car is the line he can run. You see all these guys running the top. Watch that 54 car. He's not scared to go to the bottom. I don't know that that's the fastest line for him, but he can make some lap time up and able to get up beside these guys. You see Corey Day now struggling just a little bit, got some dirty air, lost some momentum, lost a couple positions in one lap.
I wouldn't be a good gambler, because just when I'm ready to put money on a guy to get a spot, he loses too. I mean, the back and forth really has been something.
Look at the line that Corey went to, though. That's where he was good just a second ago. I talked about him losing speed. Look at the run he has down the back right here. He's right against the wall, and I said it with Chase Elliott. It's he got loose as he turned down the racetrack. He knows that he can find some lap time up there. It's a little bit dangerous, but he had massive speed down the back. Yeah, we agree.
You said that way more calmly than I would have anticipated.
And it's so hard to run the wall when you're free. I always think of that as a place you can go as a crush when you're a little bit tight. When you're free, you see him have to turn down off the wall. That line you referenced, man, that is so tough because you just have a razor's edge next to that wall. It's a game of inches up there. You don't have room to slip up at all. When it's on the right rear as well, that can be really tough.
15 laps to go, stage 2. Chase Elliott continues to lead, and this track continues to produce. A lot of highlights already. Look at this. U17 of Corey Day. Give a little love to Justin Allgaier.
O'Reilly. Need parts fast? O'Reilly Auto Parts is fast. Need them now? We've got now.
No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Years of hard work. Decades of dedication. Committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia, an invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 82% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 54% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you've had another pneumococcal vaccine or not, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive.
They'll tell you who you are.
What you can't do.
Where you don't belong.
But with the right people at your side.
Oh, a lot of that fog is not actually
You don't
fog.
wait for success, you chase it.
It's smoke from fireworks.
With every lap.
And when you give everything you've got,
And apparently drivers are
inspire what comes next.
saying it's making it difficult for them to see.
You play by the rules. Then things happen. Prices keep climbing. Every month, a new expense. And the debt adds up. So how do you face it? It starts with a call, then a plan. At National Debt Relief, we'll negotiate with your creditors so you pay less than you owe. And just like that, you're back on track. When debt happens, we're here to help you take action. And this is where your new chapter begins. Call or visit GoNDR.com to get started.
Probably gonna let it fucking run to the end of the stage again. And then call it.
Support of the military and their families hasn't changed. Thanks to you, it never will.
Yeah, no, it is looking kind of bad.
One KFC Super
Need an
Bowl
air purifier.
Instructions say leave on ledge.
The KFC Supergirl Ultimate Meal is here with 3 heroic Supergirl sauces and a Kryptonian cooler. Get it now, only at KFC. See Supergirl, now playing only in theater.
Don't worry, y'all. It's not fog. It's just Snoop Dogg. He's just over there in turn 1, just sparking it up.
Carla Metz, Kim Kuhn, Dylan Welsh on the pit lane with Parker Kligerman, Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. Starting to see a little fog roll in after all the rain we've had, the moisture in the air.
Yeah, it might actually be fog. Some people are saying it's smoke from fireworks.
Second stint of the race.
Kind of looks like it might be a mix of both.
Justin Allgaier is fourth. Let's get 7 team radio. Look out, he's hanging on to it.
Holy fireworks smoke. I just told the guy that was man, so it looks like Charlotte.
You know, it definitely is some fog.
We agree. That's exactly what we thought. Well, I wasn't in the booth with you guys in Charlotte, but I could see across the backstretch. Oh, this situation is incredible looking out of the booth. I'm telling you.
Honestly, it doesn't look too different.
I mean, the two box
Kind of bad.
live to tape doesn't look a whole lot different in the imaging. Ross Chastain able to ride it out, get a win in the 9. Been wanting to do that. And then honored Kyle Busch with a bow post-race. That 19's had a good year, 3 wins. One last week at Sonoma with Shane Van Gisbergen. Got that 1.5 mile victory at Charlotte. Let's go back and watch Allgaier. This was something.
Yeah, you got loose.
No, we did it in Charlotte,
It wasn't
too.
contact or even an arrow thing. I think it was just him trying to keep it off the wall. Got a little loose there, but the 7 it started mid-pack and is just slowly, Justin Allgaier his way, slowly to the front. Now, going to get to regroup here in a little bit. This guy right here, though, see, he's moved up the racetrack just a little bit. We ride on board with him. It's a great perspective. Look at that song on the wheel. Watch his head, though, against the headrest. He's going down the back stretch right here. We've talked about all these bumps. He's actually going to run the bottom, so we get a little better. He's going to run through the middle right here. See his head bouncing. The eyes are always so interesting to me. He'll look at the wheel here to see what kind of gap he has behind. judged off the corner that he ran.
I love how relaxed you get on the straightaway. You can see it. The hands
the
come off the
hands
wheel.
relax,
His face relaxes. His body relaxes, and then you get super tense down the corner. And that's just every time you're in a race car. That's the natural way that's going to happen, because the corner is the moment you're just absolutely at the edge. You see that with the wheel movements. That's because he's just at the edge.
Oh,
of the grip of the
fog.
rear tire. Now trying to get below the 07 here. And now relax. And then it
Yeah, you're right,
back
Jaden.
up back in the corner.
Yeah, and he's doing something very similar. We saw his teammate today.
I think Chicagoland will be back. I have heard some people say that they're questioning it, but I think it will be back.
Still able to drive away. Connor's made his way.
Especially if the racing this weekend goes good, because it's been pretty good racing so far here in the O'Reilly race.
They get a bunch of ground on the new tires, but
Not great racing for the lead, but, you know,
Back in it, though. I mean, this is the kind of
I've been
run
enjoying this.
that he had to have
Don't know about you
in
guys.
Stage 2 to put himself back in contention. And so now you're going to get a reset here. You get a pit stop, maybe get a couple of spots on the pit lane, and you're really in good position with a fast race car. Zilich led 48 laps, won the opening stage.
Connor Zilich is back up to
Fueling
9th.
issue. Chase Elliott second in the laps led
After
category.
his
He's
fuel
led
issue.
39 and well on his way to winning the second stage of the race.
it's always so interesting to me, Parker, where people put their hands on the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
And like, what's comfortable to you? To me, what I see out of Chase Elliott looks comfortable. It looks kind of normal. Carson is more
Apparently
like
Wrigley is in a
one guy,
fog
but
delay.
Not a 10 and 2. You see. The
So it is fog.
He's a puller, right?
Yeah.
Like he goes out of the corner and he'll
Yeah, there's a
pull with his
delay
left hand. Some guys will feed it with their right
in the
hand.
Cubs
It's just
Cardinals game.
whatever's comfortable to you inside the car, and it's just a natural reaction that you have.
Everyone is different.
When you're out front, you're leading by 2.5 seconds. Everything feels a little smoother.
Oh yeah, it was looking pretty bad there
Stage 2.
at Wrigley.
Here comes number 88. Chase Elliott going to get it done. Good work from the crew. Great restart from the driver. And he executes a stage win.
And Chase Elliott wins stage 2 at Chicagoland Speedway.
His last stage win came in the 2018 season opener at Daytona. Love with great stage points tonight. Gray gets third. Allgaier up there in the top 5 with Sam Mayer. Jones, Creed, Day having productive evenings as well. We're live in Chicago.
To Haggerty, it's obvious. One of these cars is not like the others. It's harder to operate, but easier to enjoy. You use it less, but you love it more. And if something goes wrong, it's a lot harder to replace. It's not your everyday car, so don't pay more for everyday insurance. Pay a better price for better coverage from Haggerty. Quote today at Haggerty.com.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. That's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Right. What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
I hope we keep racing.
I got
Hope so
somebody.
too.
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
Runners will do anything to cut through the wind. Why? When you can go fast the easy way. Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. High-performance running shoes designed to cut through the wind with unbelievable speed. Plus, they're lightweight and feature Goodyear rubber. Go fast in Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst.
Somewhere out there, someone's paying $30 for a single plate of steak and shrimp. What?
Teeny tiny shrimp. But in here, we have big, beautiful shrimp.
In here, we're balling. It's actually fire. What is?
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fireballing.
Next Saturday, the Progressive AVP League takes over Long Beach. The battle continues all summer long. The Progressive AVP League, next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific.
The perfect summer day is calling your name in New York State. From Take the Scenic Route days to fun at the fairground days, easy-going, sunshine-filled kind of days, and the kind you wish would never end days. However you spend it, there's a summer day for everyone. Find yours. New York State, everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at iloveny.com.
Ryan Phelps Auto Sales in Rome is open, joining Auburn, Sodus, and Phoenix. Ryan Phelps started selling cars as a high school teacher 16 years ago, and the growth never stopped. Ryan's goal is to be the best at really bad credit financing, but carry an A-plus reputation.
Just because your credit's bad doesn't mean you have to buy from some place like this. My staff cares about its reputation, so it's certainly going to care about you.
Visit RyanPhelps.com and see why from Rochester to Utica.
He might be drunk,
Buying from Ryan.
but I wouldn't say that other word.
Matt was 57 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. He'd seen his doctor every year. Why wasn't it caught sooner? Matt and his wife called the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts discovered Matt's doctors failed to order simple screening tests that would have diagnosed his cancer a year earlier when he could have been cured. Matt's case settled before trial for $3.2 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. The Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express Card. And by Progressive Insurance. Get in the savings lane today. Visit progressive.com. As we head into the next stage, it's time to fuel up with Arby's new Angus cheesesteak. With 100% Angus beef, Melty Cooper cheese, and a toasted Amoroso's roll, it's exactly what you need to finish strong. Race to yours by texting RACE to 27297 to get notified about Arby's exclusive deals. Order your cheesesteak in the Arby's app today. 2 stages down, Chicagoland Speedway. Jeremy Clements having an issue.
Oh, Jeremy Clements.
Unexpected, yeah, to say the least, especially for him. He's going to lose.
He lost
the
a wheel.
wheel here.
Someone's getting suspended.
That wheel is going to continue.
He raced it back to pit road.
Yeah, it came all the way back around to go into the infield. They dragged this car on the left side frame rail all the way around. And here's the tire and wheel going into the infield.
I think
just missed the Menards logo.
I'll tell you what, Parker doing the play-by-play of that whole process was great.
Well,
I think the
I've been auditioning. How'd I do? That's
I think
great.
the safety workers did rock, paper, scissors to figure out who had to chase it into the grass because it was wet and muddy out there.
Got a left rear wheel on this time.
A little bit of body damage, not bad.
Yep.
Wheeling caution lights are on as we wrap stage 2. The same wheeling emergency lights and sirens you see on the safety vehicles here.
This fog's
at the
looking
track
kind
are
of bad.
Protecting first responders and communities all across America. Only cautions tonight for the stage ends. Connor Zilic won stage 1. Chase Elliott stage 2. It's a junior motorsports sweep tonight when you talk about the stages, but a nice mix there. When you look at the top 10, RCR with a good night coming for Jesse Love, Taylor Gray getting it done, good stage points for Joe Gibbs Racing, Sam Mayer up there for the Haas Factory team. And now we get a little radio communication presented by Starkey.
This fireworks smoke is wild. I can't breathe in here hardly. It's crazy. Yeah, visibility went down quite a bit. I can still see you fine, but it sucks. Yes, it does.
Now, I got to tell you,
I think the debate here.
I could lose a bet, but I would put a lot of money on fog over fireworks smoke.
Yep.
I think it might be a bit of both.
I don't know fireworks around. There have been.
I really do think it. I mean, because, well, I know it is fog because there's a fog delay at Wrigley Field right now.
They're heading your way, Kim.
And Adam for the Branch Chevrolet of Justin Allgaier.
Actually, they got back going.
Landing entry, tight middle, okay exit. He feels like he's just on top of the racetrack with the right front. So it looks like maybe a tick slow there on the right side. They'll take 4 fresh tires, air pressure, and fuel. For Chase Elliott, he said felt good until the end. Felt like I got the rears hot. He said there's things I can do to help, but wouldn't be too bad to be locked down just a touch more, Dylan.
Taylor Gray said that he was edgy on corner entry, but started free and then got tighter to a good spot on the long run. Jesse Love said that he was a
Yeah, that's also true. The smoke rises. Holy shit, that is bad on pit road.
A little bit more comfortable on corner
corner entry.
Man.
Thank you, Dylan. The race off Progressive Pit Road. Joe Gibbs Racing has been stout on the pit lane all year, +2 for Taylor Gray. Jesse Love comes off second, and here's Chase Elliott coming in.
Oh, he had to go around Jeremy Clements. It cost him 2 spots as he exited pit road. Just wasn't able to get in there as fast as he needed to.
See if he can rally from behind. Final stage coming up.
You know, paying less for less ain't a good deal. It's just less, but when you pay less and you get more, that's a good deal. And that's Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk's always been the same price since they started, back in 2009. And they always offer free 5G phones for new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G network. Straightforward, always. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices.
Switch to Straight Talk Wireless, and now plans starting at just $25 a month. Official partner of NASCAR.
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments add up in seconds, Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantig for its administration time, an injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used alone in adults to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer that is spread or can be removed by surgery, and is approved for many other cancers. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness.
Safety violation penalty for Justin Allgaier.
Thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor.
Chase Elliott isn't pleased that Jeremy Clements had to serve his penalty during a live pit road for the leaders. Elliott had to stall directly in front of the 51 car and had to maneuver around him on entry. Elliott lost 2 spots on pit road.
$3 for a single plate of steak and shrimp. What?
Teeny tiny shrimp. But in here, we have big, beautiful shrimp.
In here we're balling. It's actually fire. What is?
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, fireball.
The moment you took your first breath, you had something to prove. And boy, did you ever. Roads worn, clots punched, sweat mopped, up and down, back and forth, over and over and over again. And when it was finally time to enjoy it all, COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Breztri has 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, with better breathing starting within 5 minutes, and helps prevent flare-ups. Now that's a COPD maintenance treatment that works as hard as you do. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help. Ready to take back your breath? Ask your doctor about Breztri.
No word on stopping. You're listening to the officials' radio.
Just to make the chase will be an
Well, that's good.
intense battle.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Next Saturday night from Atlanta at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
Happy 250th birthday, America. Happy 250th birthday, USA.
Happy 250th birthday, America. Happy 250th anniversary, America. Happy 4th of July and happy 250th anniversary, America.
Love that from all the drivers, and it's time for the Let 'em Cook replay presented by Graza, the official olive oil and mayonnaise of NASCAR. So riding on board William Sawalich. I mean, this night has just been full of aggression, and you got to go get it. And as you watch Sawalich make this move, I want to highlight Nick Sanchez in the 87 here. He actually had been scored a lap down. NASCAR said we had that wrong at the end of stage 1. They've corrected it, given him a lap back, so he's on the lead lap now.
But that was a 20-minute and 23-second green flag run there for this stage.
Pass goes here to LeVar Scott. And we follow up with Justin Allgaier, who had a penalty when they made their pit stop. They were inside the top 10.
Help, get them the tires. Their foot was on the hot pit road.
Man, that's frustrating. Especially at this point late in the race. I know he's got a fast car, but it's really hard. I think
Apparently the reason for the safety violation was
to the tail end of the longest line now with that penalty.
Justin Allgaier's tire. The person catching Justin Allgaier's tire was not wearing the proper attire. Had a toe over the line on pit road.
Zilic making a run in stage 2 to get back in contention. And now Allgaier's going to have to do it in the final stage. Makes it very, very difficult. He was 4th before they came to pit road. So Taylor Gray's going to be in control. And we just been updated here. Bottom right of your screen, the fella here in the black shirt stepped onto a hot pit road. He's in the opening. You can't really see the opening there, but there was an opening, and that's what allowed him to get around the pit lane, and he was penalized. There you see it.
Yeah, there's the opening where the cameraman is right there. You saw it when they pan left. The official
All right,
was standing
there we
right
go.
there, and his foot went over that line.
We're going back racing. Green flag's back in the air.
To the Bowen restart zone. Final stage at Chicagoland.
Taylor Gray spreads out trying to get away from that side draft, but Jesse Love is there. Can Love clear him? I think he's going to. They exit to turn 2. Look on the top. Look at Chase Elliott having this huge run.
Jesse Love, man, let's go, boy. He's leading.
Prevailed on the restart for the first time tonight is Love. Gets the lead 3 wide for a second.
That's my boy.
And the third groove around there is Taylor Gray just got swallowed up on that restart. Jesse Love's going to have to go to full defense mode here with the 88.
Sheldon Creed had a great move to the bottom.
Stop the count, yeah.
Top 5 was able to gain 2 positions to him.
It's really foggy now.
The middle looking the outside of Taylor Gray.
Frank Cruz dove to the apron that last time around. 19 starting to feel it up.
Grip level.
Cole Custer.
Yeah, the grip levels went up for all of these guys as it continues to cool off into the night here. Get these fresh tires on. Gonna have
You can tell it's picking up. The racing's picking up.
To go green, Adam mentioned, haven't really had any cautions tonight other than the stage breaks.
You saw Connor Phillips go low. Corey Day there. He's got to make up time right now. The fourth person getting really spread out as Jesse Love tries to hold off Chase Elliott, who go on board here with 2 different lines here down to 3 and 4. Jesse's going up the racetrack a little bit.
New contact there with Corey Day and Connor Zilic.
Gets that momentum. See, he's now going to slide down to the inside. They race for the lead.
Chase Elliott and Jesse Love racing for the lead side by side.
Day going after Zilic. Here's Chase Elliott.
Yeah, there you go, Jesse.
Look at the 88 wiggle as he goes after Jesse Love for the point.
Well, we saw that earlier in the race. He was very timid on the entry. This gets down to the end. I think we see a little different Chase Elliott on how aggressive he'll be right there. Clearly has a little bit of a quicker car, but Taylor Gray, who struggled on the restart, is now back there. Well, we got a lot going on the right side of the screen there.
Corey Day got punted out of the way.
Corey Day getting super sideways.
Still side by side battle for the lead here. Chase Elliott, Jesse Love. Elliott led that lap. Jesse back to the point. On the outside. Oh man, he almost made contact.
Chase Elliott on the entry, it seems that way, but maybe it's discipline a little bit. You know, just getting such good runs. He's just not overdriving the entry. He doesn't have to take excessive risk on the entry of the corners, and is still able to get to the inside and beside Jesse Love to use the side draft.
He'd like to get to the outside. Love has given him the bottom, but it's harder to pass because of not wanting to be overly aggressive. Did he do it there? Not quite. It's gonna be close. This is where you.
And Chase Elliott's going to clear him there.
Got him top. There he goes. Oh, look at him sawing on the wheel. Inside of it is a slide.
This ain't over yet, though. Taylor Gray's also right there.
He'll give Love the inside right here because, just as we talked about, so much harder to complete that pass, and the 88's been so good at creating that momentum he needs on the outside. Jesse Love can't really go back on the offense because he's got Taylor Gray right up behind him.
Sheldon Creed going in the wrong direction, getting a report maybe a tire problem there.
Oh, Sheldon Creed with a tire issue. That's unfortunate, man.
He had a great restart.
And Jesse Love just lost second.
You know, they had that run of 4 consecutive races.
And Sheldon Creed's coming to pit road.
But the last few weeks had righted it and had 3 straight weeks inside the top 10 unscheduled pit stops for Sheldon Creed. Now, everybody is going to have to pit in the final stage. But for Creed, you're outside the window, so really no way to connect this and make it work unless Well, we get some cautions, and they're the beneficiary of that situation.
See, Jesse Love has already opted to move up just a little bit. His car doesn't look that far off from these two guys in front. Just seemed like he didn't fire off quite as good after they ran 4 or 5 laps. Taylor Gray, though, continues just to try to get a little bit to the inside of all these guys, get a little bit of clean air. So you see Corey Day packing a little bit. Hunter Zillich right here slides him up the racetrack. Of course, what goes around comes around.
That's
how he got so sideways.
That hand out the window.
That's sending a message. Did not appreciate.
Hey, I got to tell you what. I mean, Chase Elliott, Cup champion, O'Reilly champion. We know how talented he is. He's been great tonight. But you have got to give a lot of credit to Taylor Gray. Starts 25th, coming off the disappointment last week. But he's been so good tonight. Second, when you talk about points earned. And as we hit lap 110, going for the race lead. 54.
Taylor Gray coming for the lead here.
Chase looking out of his left side mirror right there.
And he'll take the lead there.
It's a strong move by Taylor
Chase
Gray.
Elliott, Taylor Gray side by side. Now Chase Elliott back to the point.
I feel like the 54 is going to be in the preferred position. Carry that momentum on the exit. He'll be able to pick the throttle up right here. And a little bit of a gap here as they exit the corner.
And that 54 reminds me of what it looked like in that first stage when he ripped through the field. Just has great entry stability and then turns well to the center. Just look how he got straight to the bottom there. Drives away.
I'm impressed.
Chase Elliott
Goes to the bottom. Yeah, we've seen all these guys want to run the middle and higher to have the speed, and well, Taylor Gray can manage that and get right to the bottom of the track.
When the car's really good, he can just go to the preferred group.
Over halfway home, round 20 for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. We do our Mobile One leaderboard to break on CW. Gray in front of Elliott, Love, Brandon Jones, and Sam Mayer.
America, put down the burgers.
Ty
Pick
Gibbs
up
racing.
Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. It's the best cheese. It's the best meat. It's only available at
Arby's. We have the meat.
Hey, I was here first.
Monopoly, I challenge ye to a duel.
I stop at nothing to win.
Whee! I said good day, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Excellent.
I'm Mr. Monopoly now. Eat my hat.
Give me that.
I hate fighting you because I hate touching your body.
Play the new Simpsons event in Monopoly Go today.
You know this grill. It's Weber. The grill of get-togethers, Saturdays and summers. You know the sound, the smoke, the taste of that first bite. Food we're talking about long after the plates are cleared. Now it's your turn to get out there, to grill that steak.
You need to be punished.
Those wings,
The
charcoal,
starts
grill,
they make?
gas,
What?
or pellet. However you fire it up, we're with you every step of the way. Weber, grilling begins here. Celebrate 250 years of America with savings at Weber.com or where Weber is sold.
You want your vehicle to look showroom tuned inside and out? Cerakote, the industry leader in ceramic coatings, makes it easy with our complete car care system. Start every wash with Cerakote's high foam vehicle shampoo. Then clean the interior, coat your tires, paint, plastics, and even restore cloudy headlights and faded trim back to like new. The final result? Unmatched performance and long-lasting protection, guaranteed. With over 80,000 five-star reviews and more #1 bestsellers than any other brand, you can trust Cerakote. Buy now.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price, and we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 five-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we could have sunglasses that stand up to whatever light throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
One KFC Supergirl Ultimate Meal.
Instructions say leave on ledge?
The KFC Supergirl Ultimate Meal is here with 3 heroic Supergirl sauces and a Kryptonian cooler. Get it now, only at KFC. See Supergirl, now playing only in theater.
And now we do our golden moment, brought to you by Golden Corral. Taylor Gray going after one of the best, getting the lead away from Chase Elliott.
It's pretty impressive to see how fast that 54 car has been all night long. Chase Elliott obviously won stage 2. It looked like he was going to have control of this race, but Taylor Gray, that car started off good, got a little kind of even kill in stage 2, and then has come to life again here in the final stage.
Allgaier had the penalty, so he has to come from the back. He's already back up to 13th as he goes around his teammate Carson Quappel. Ride with Alfredo, who's having another good night. Inside the top 15.
Not a really competitive night for Viking Motorsport. Park Retzlaff there just outside the top 10. But they've continued this momentum that they had at the road courses. As he passes. Almost. Now he does pass. There's the next tight.
Quappel disagrees.
Yeah, he's like, I don't really want you in front of me. Not at all.
Carson will not be sharing the Arby's coupons with Alfredo next week.
So frustrating when you're on the bottom of one of those cars and you can't get that pass completed because of the momentum that the outside car has. See Carson's able to kind of counter here. You see Alfredo went to the bottom.
Taylor Gray pulling away from Chase Elliott now
I feel like Alfredo had a great corner right there.
by over 2 seconds, 2 1/3 seconds.
Carson faded at the end of stage 1, and I just hadn't really seen anything.
Jesse Love's falling to 3rd.
Cars. Brandon Jones looks the inside of
Sheldon Green had to pit. He's all the way back in 28th, 1 lap down. First car a lap down, though.
On mile-and-a-half racetracks.
That's just his personality, right?
Yeah.
I mean, here he is. He doesn't have a great starting position because qualifying's rained
I think the
out.
fog is getting a bit better.
He did great last week at Sonoma, but here he is, a mile and a half, and once again the 20 finding their way, Dylan.
John talking to Kim in the pre-race, right? He said there are so many similarities here to Kansas where they run so well. So they expected this, and Sam McCauley told me the same thing, the crew chief. He said, we won't be at the back for long. And remember, they did the tire test here in April. That was super beneficial for the whole company. I think you see that evidenced by how good the 54 has been as well. But Sam said, as everybody else gets better with laps, we feel like we're still going to be a step ahead of everybody because of that tire test. So you've seen that. The track has changed a lot. They've been on it from the jump. They're now up 26 spots from the 29th position where they started to 3rd for the 20 and not showing any signs of slowing down. They're good on the long run.
Here's what I would say, though, when you talk about Brandon Jones. I referenced it in our rain fill. You know, when you look at the playoff tracks, the chase tracks, they set up really well for Brandon because there's 3 mile-and-a-halves there. Okay, what about his teammate, Taylor Gray, who won at Kansas, and tonight has just been unbelievable, and you wonder where is the balance of power in mile-and-a-halves? Well, the other 3 mile-and-a-half races this year were won by Cup regulars. So when you start thinking about the chase, it's this duo from Joe Gibbs Racing that could have something to say about how it goes down.
Yeah, this race is supposed to start just over 6 hours ago with the 4-hour, 40-minute rain delay.
First on the pit road, short pitting on a long green.
Didn't go green until 10:15 Eastern Time, 9:15 Central.
Creed on older tires, was able to manage that perfectly to get that win. And tonight, though, this is just straight up raw speed. He's just faster than everyone. With the way he was able to carve through the field in stage 1, get the lead here, drive away from Chase Elliott, mightily impressive.
But Brandon Jones has been the fastest car consistently on the track, not a lot, but if you look on the bottom of your screen, he's 3.7 seconds back, and Parker just mentioned the short pit. It's hard to short pit and make up 3 seconds. You can make up a second and a half.
I think the NASCAR does want the race to just finish.
You know, that'll be a 1 to 2 second or 1 or 2 lap short pit from those guys. But if Gray can continue to carry out that lead, you get a 3 or 4 second lead. You got a lap or 2 in the bank.
I don't think we'll go green at the end.
Being able to stay out.
I think that's crazy. I think that's absurd.
In the right position on the strategy.
Good night for Joe Gibbs Racing. Good night for Richard Childress Racing. Austin Hill, 5th, Kim.
Yeah, Adam, I think this is the first time we've said his name all night because he's finally broken into the top 5. But this team, this 21 team, has worked diligently to get that car better all night long.
You hope we see grade 5 pit stops.
Too loose. He couldn't get the right rear to sit. It was very sensitive. Couldn't attack the corners. They took a huge swing at the end of stage 1. They changed track bar adjustments, air pressure, pulled both packers. Still, that second stage was still free. Kind of came to him 7 or 8 laps in, but ended that run very free. Made some adjustments at the end of stage 2, and this stage, to start this final stage, Austin finally telling his team this is the best we've fired off all night long.
Good to see from the driver that won a couple of weeks ago on the streets in San Diego. 75 laps to go. We're about 15 laps away from the window opening for
Yep, 75 laps to go here from Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois.
To Haggerty, it's obvious. One of these cars is not like the others.
First race
It's
here
harder to
in
operate, but easier to
7
enjoy.
years.
You use it less, but you love it more.
And then had to
If
wait
something
4
goes
hours
wrong,
and 40 minutes
it's a
for this
lot
race to
harder
actually start.
replace. It's not your everyday
Started that
car,
late.
So don't pay more for everyday insurance. Pay a better price for better coverage from Haggerty. Quote today at Haggerty.com.
Coming to the stage this Friday, it's Ned's
Dylan
first
Brooks
team
shares
karaoke.
plans to reduce the technical fouls he commits, but do not expect them to be fully eliminated. I fucking love that. Just to be clear, he's still going to reach the 16 technical fouls mark next season. There's no chance he
Is
doesn't.
a pill that treats plaque psoriasis even in hard to treat areas. You can get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over 10 years. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts.
With Otezla, clear skin could be your jam.
Been live for 2 hours, been racing for 1 hour.
Struggling on topicals?
It's kind of cool. Exactly half of my stream so far has just been racing.
Bucket list. The $10 one. Monday nuggets. Tuesday
Like
fried
green
chicken.
for an hour.
Wednesday wings. Thursday tenders. Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to
The
the
race
fullest.
started an hour
Get a $10
and
bucket
26
of the day
minutes
from
ago.
KFC.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
When we started the Oakland routes, we had our work cut out for us. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. Gusto helps us stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves.
You want your vehicle to look showroom new, inside and out? Cerakote, the industry leader in ceramic coatings, makes it easy with our complete car care system. With over 80,000 5-star reviews and more #1 bestsellers than any other brand, you can trust Cerakote. Buy now.
Powerball. The chase to 1 million is on.
Finalists, are you ready?
Don't miss your chance to collect cash prizes on your way to an all-new destination where you could take home $1 million.
Insane! The winner is contestant number 2!
I can't believe it. The official lottery game of NASCAR is back for the chase. Powerball. The chase to 1 million starts now.
70 laps to go. O'Reilly Auto Parts Series racing at Chicagoland. Taylor Gray leads. Chase Elliott second, 3.2 seconds behind. And a little bit of a kiss here for driver 88.
Little wall tap right there off of 2. You noticed the Goodyear lettering was missing, and then a second time, watch this. This is a great visual. You're running up next to the wall, and you just get a bit sideways and tap it. That's great. That's, well, then it gets a little harder.
And the good news is, though, when you're that close to
get
it,
away with it.
Yeah, they're not big impacts. Let's hear what Chase had to say about all that.
So don't need to save a ton, but we just needed 2 or 3 cents a better fuel mileage numbers for our fuel. Anybody wants to know how you feel about getting your fuel number?
And there's a tire on the track. And it is Connor Zillage's tire.
For Connor Zillage and that tire carcass bouncing around.
So that's
first natural caution of the night.
lovely.
The only other 2 we had were for the endings, the stage 1 and stage
They didn't get
2.
green flag pit stops.
And boy,
That's
does
a
this
shame.
caution come out at an interesting time.
But yeah, I
Because
mean-
for so many, and it'll take a couple of laps before we get pit road open, but you're just outside the window.
Mhm.
But you absolutely have to pit.
All the time. I got my bias all the way forward, my left rear shut off.
So I'm assuming that this happened from maybe getting the wall like we saw Chase Elliott there. That's the risk you run, is that body gets pushed against the tire and cuts it down. What Connor was referencing there was having his brake bias all the way to the front to try to tighten it up on the entry, and then also cutting off the left rear brake. You can do that with the lever inside the car. The teams give the drivers that tool to be able to make it tighter on entry when you use the brakes, but he was talking about how he was just sliding up into the wall.
Sheldon Creed had worked his way into the free pass position. He was like 5th in line of those a lap down when he made the unscheduled pit stop at lap 106.
Fuel run is 60 to 63 laps.
Here, Creed scored in 28.
And honestly, I would be going back green with like
if they elect to come down here
62
and
to go.
Tires, that would be their last set of stickers. So we'll see how it plays out for them and how they manage the rest of their night.
So it could be close.
Yeah, and for some of these, this could be pretty close on the field run, especially for those junior motorsports cars, which we just heard that radio when the caution came out of Chase Elliott's team telling them to save a little bit of fuel for their strategy. So we know that those Hendrick motors have been making a lot of power, but they've definitely been struggling in the fuel mileage category this season.
No brought to you courtesy.
This is a little far out the
Go
window.
red, white, and blue.
Pit road not open gives us a chance to remind you the Whelen caution lights are on. What you're seeing on the track is the same Whelen emergency warning technology used by police, fire, and EMS vehicles across
American girls, American guys, we stand up and salute, we'll always recognize when we see your glory flying. A lot of men dead. We can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our head. Daddy served in the army, where he lost his right eye, but he would flag out in our yard till the day that he died. Well, my mother, my brother, my sister, and me grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. Mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. 'Cause we can see clearly. We're our big black guys. We lit up your world like the 4th of July. Uncle Sam put his name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell. When you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. All brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Yeah, bro. Happy 4th of July. I gotta sing that every year on stream on the 4th of July. And I guess on Labor Day, too.
Race car was 2 numbers loose overall. They made a chassis adjustment, 4 tires and fuel, just an air pressure adjustment.
Oh, shit, I hope I avoid copyright. What the fuck was that sound?
Insistence from a lot of guys. The track's starting to add some grip here late in the going.
When you look at the fastest stops of the year, you point to Joe Gibbs Racing, and here they are again. 54-team hold serve as we look at the race off Progressive Pit Road. Brandon Jones in the 20 group, +1 come out.
So it was an 18-minute and 7-second green flag run.
Jesse Love, the top 5, +4 for Sawalich. The reason for caution number 3, tire carcass coming off the 1 of Connor Zillich.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? There's an O'Reilly Auto Parts. Turn left, Tyler. Take the guesswork.
Fucking Jack Doherty slapped Lil TJ. Bro, fuck Jack Doherty, bro. I've always hated this kid. And Lil TJ is awesome. Fuck Jack Doherty. I'll beat the fuck out of that kid.
Okay, Tyler, let's go fix your car.
Him and Cam Schlittler. I actually could beat Jack Doherty's ass, though. That one I feel confident.
I never thought this.
Cam Schlittler, I'm obviously talking shit, but Jack Doherty, I really could.
Control of your life. We got you.
That kid's a fucking asshole.
Move on to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Surf Pro, like it never even happened.
You've got to try the softest sneaker ever. Hands-free, cozy fit Skechers slip-ins. Sneakers that are as soft and comfy as your favorite slippers. Just step in and go with no bending down or touching. Wrap your feet in hands-free, cozy fit Skechers slip-ins.
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his
No,
life
I actually
in
wouldn't
100
beat him because he
seconds.
would just get his
He learned
security
to defeat
guards to pull me off of him.
Because life's big moments add up in seconds. Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantic for its administration time, an injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used alone in adults to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer that is spread or can be removed by surgery and is approved for many other cancers. Opdivo Qvantic can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantic can harm your unborn baby. Because every second counts. Opdivo Qvantic.
When we started the Oakland Roots, we had our work cut out for us. Gusto for us in one
Finally
word,
did get a yellow.
unlock. They're the team behind the team, helping us hire, pay, and take
Natural
care of
yellow.
everyone in the organization.
I hate the stages so much. Maybe one day we can not have stages and we can live life in glory and peace. You know, Kyle should have just said that on his deathbed. I want no stages. And then, like, NASCAR would have just looked like an asshole if they didn't follow, like, grant his last wish.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors
That's
our
what should have
nation's
happened.
heroes. Progressive Insurance. Get in the savings lane today. Visit progressive.com. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Been a long day for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series on this July 4th from Chicagoland Speedway. But we've hit the final stage, and the racing has been incredibly entertaining. Taylor Gray is leading. Let's get a report on the guy back there in the 5th spot. Jesse Love down to Dillon.
Yeah, and there was lots of chatter after that pit stop of just how close everybody is on fuel. And if they think they can try to make it to the end, let's get some Starkey radio communication from the 2 team on what they think.
Fog actually left the server? Yeah, it did.
We're going to have it tell me if you want me to save fuel and abuse the clutch, or not save, or just run long gears.
Just kick it in neutral. Just whatever you got to do to save me some fuel here, okay? We're about, I don't know, 6 laps short right now.
I think 6 laps is worth taking a shot, though.
Yeah.
No, what should have happened is Kyle should still
And
be
just
here.
basically said there's no way. Just run hard because we're not going to.
Kyle should be in the booth next week at Atlanta. That's actually true. Kyle was supposed to be in the booth next week for the O'Reilly race.
Jesse Love in position to be battling for the win in that race, was stretching fuel further than anyone did in that race. So he has a skill at doing that, and that team and those engines do get good fuel mileage.
Saying what a lot? Scan the QR code to take a short free online hearing test. Now let's listen in to Starkey radio communication with the race leader, Taylor Gray.
Hey man, everybody's close on fuel. Nobody can make it, including us. Just too many laps to save. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep saving hard. If we get a quick caution,
Really could.
goodbye is what we need.
Joe Gibbs Racing. We talked about the
Someone
records on
could
the pit
make
lane.
it, maybe.
That 18 team has gained 11 spots since they had that penalty early in the race.
60 to 63 laps. We're going back green with 61 to
All
go.
the crew chiefs say we're not going to even try. We are 10 laps short,
But-
so plan on either pitting under green or if we get a caution.
Caution
Joe
laps.
Gibbs Racing front row.
About to go back green.
Restart coming with 61 remaining.
Green
Taylor
flag.
Gray in charge as the leaders hit the Poet restart zone.
Taylor Gray struggled on that last restart, ended up losing a couple of spots. You see Brandon Jones. Wow, great restart. Is he going to have the momentum at the right
Brandon
time?
Jones with a good restart there.
1 and 2 is Love.
Fuck Brandon
All the way to
Jones.
the top. Look at this restart. Does he quite clear Taylor Gray? I don't think so. To give Taylor the
Nah, I really don't care about the Brandon Jones thing anymore.
into 3.
I don't really remember what that was about.
Inside, Taylor Gray outside. Chase Elliott right there with him.
That 88 car fires off so good. He's able to run that second line. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide for the lead here. Into turn 1. Chase Elliott for the lead.
And he leads once again in Chicago. And he was finally aggressive, like we talked about. Parker, he was patient maybe early on.
Where's the fake crowd noise? Supposed to pump that into the broadcast to make it feel better.
Timid that time at the right time when he needed it. Went deep into turn 1. It's stuck. Gets the lead.
Well, William Sawalich had a handful. Sam Mayer trying to take advantage. Austin Hill will do it. Brent Cruz a part of the equation. And Justin Allgaier back in the top 10. He had that penalty earlier.
We heard the direction from Marty Lindley on Chase Elliott. He's like, look, 10 laps short, just go. From a driver's perspective, that's great.
Now that's an ESPN stat. Yordan Alvarez is the first player in MLB to hit a walk-off home run on the 4th of July multiple times in his career. That's an ESPN stat. That's a LeBron stat.
What Jesse Love was instructed about, how they might be close enough to save some fuel to make it all the way. And that's a tough thing because you go through a restart like this where you just have to push all out 100%.
Ooh, Corey Day.
Way up the track.
Somebody in the wall up there?
Parker Retzlaff said,
No, I don't think so.
Bud, coming through outside lane. 99-13.
Someone got spun around on the front backstretch. They probably hit the inside wall. The thing is, this track just really isn't known for having a lot of big crashes. Bobby Labonte's crash here was bad. Christian Elder's crash here was bad.
With Custer and Brent Cruz, Day paid the biggest penalty of ever being that.
Bill Elliott, and whoever the 7 car was in like 2010, that one was pretty bad. But other than that, like,
in third place right now, you see
Chicagoland's not really known for its crashes, just known for its good racing.
Kind of judged off how you felt you ran the corner and see if you're getting away or if he's closing in. And I can tell you, Chase, it looks to me like he's closing that gap just a little bit.
He's seen the same thing. And he's hearing it too from his spotter.
Chase is like 55 laps tonight. Over 140 in his career at Chicagoland. That's the most in any track for him in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, where he is a champion. Got it done 12 years ago driving for Junior Motorsports.
I can tell you, listening to that on board, it's a lot of throttle coming out of the 88 car right now. For these guys,
They didn't dry the apron. Yeah, they did.
Night long with how slick the track
It's pretty dry to me.
as the tires wear, but right now, grip level's high. Lots of throttle in these cars.
Looking rather dry to me.
Seriously cooled down from where we started today. And it's just going to continue to gain that grip in the nighttime. You get the chances to work on that race car, make adjustments to make it better. And normally, as we get these final runs of the race, this is when you go the fastest.
Justin's done a nice job recovering, had to go to the back. The issue on pit road, the penalty he received, but right there's for 10th position, trying to get to the outside of Cole Custer. He seems sliding up the racetrack. Cole fighting back on the inside, and 7's got that momentum that you always have running the top side.
Nick Sanchez, 87. We talked about the scoring situation. Thought they were a lap down. Got their lap back. He's been productive 15th. And Connor Zillage, who's had multiple issues tonight after leading wire to wire in stage 1, looking to get back inside the top 15.
Yeah, he'll definitely get the most past cars tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the doctor doing a good job.
Doctor having a great night.
Yeah, Patrick Starpoli in the 48 looking good. Time to go full throttle with Sound Gear. Wherever sound is a problem, Sound Gear has the solution. Scan the QR code to learn more. It's soundgear.com. Turn it up. Still July 4th in Joliet, Illinois.
But not here on the East Coast.
On the East Coast, we appreciate you staying up with us because
it's a 2-day stream. Not a 2-day race, but a 2-day stream.
This race was scheduled to go green at 5:40 Eastern time. We had rain move through here about an hour before that. Had to dry the track, took a while, heavy storms in the Chicagoland area, but we persevered. We're going to get it in. It's been a fun evening for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. 50 to go. The fourth quarter is here. Chase Elliott in front of Gray, Jones, Love, and Sawallish.
For 250 years, over 41 million courageous men and women have answered the call to defend our freedom.
50 laps
At
to go.
USAA, we serve them and their families because we were built by them. We proudly stand together to honor our military community and who our nation owes profound gratitude as we celebrate 250 years of independence.
I've doubted myself more times than I can count. Heard every opinion. Read every headline. But when you're surrounded by the right people, you learn it's about more than just racing. It's about why you're racing. Who you're racing for. And when you realize that, you take control of your story.
America, put down the burgers and pick up Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. It's the best cheese. It's the best meat. It's only available at
Arby's. We have the meat.
We encourage men to leave their mark on the world, not on their shirts.
Introducing Dr. Squatch Invisible Glide Deodorant
In a clear application formula you didn't know existed, because it didn't. Until now.
Graza is your kitchen's secret ingredient, and Graza's secret ingredient is fun for all the daily sizzles, the finishing drizzles, and the super hot frizzles. Graza is crazy fresh Michelin quality olive oil that can take your kitchen from dull to delicious. Graza, for the fun of cooking. Head to graza.co or find us at your local Walmart.
Christopher David Bell, he's 4 years old.
Bell has driven to victory. That check is for $1 million.
When every mile matters, where will your journey take you?
Monopoly, I challenge ye to a duel. Losing is for losers, so get ready to lose, Monty. But where might one duel to the death these days? Play the new Simpsons event in Monopoly Go today.
Caution's out. Around goes Connor Zillish.
Back at Chicagoland Speedway, caution out.
Bad night for him.
One car got
He didn't start off bad. He had the pole and led laps.
I mean, just the yo-yo, right?
What a night he's having.
So I think about this. I'm really curious now. How do
that was a 9-minute and 5-second green flag run.
Yeah, we'll manage the caution first. But I just think about, you got a set of tires. You're well within your window, but 44 laps to go.
Yeah.
Caution with 20 to go. You'd love to put them on then, right? So, I mean, it's never easy on the pit box.
This is one of the hardest decisions as a crew chief in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series you will make all year, which is, do you come get these tires? Do you leave a set? For some of the front runners, it maybe gets made for you, but if you're further back, do you take the risk to say, hey, is there caution with 15 to go? And you can have new tires when no one else does. This is one of the toughest decisions.
I think I'll take my chances right now, guys.
But Rich had a green flag.
Give me 4 new feel goods.
Right?
Hey, well, call me in 20 laps.
Yeah, I think everybody's in a pit.
The race trend says, come get them and go.
Yeah.
Right? Garrett Smithley, free pass. He's back on the lead lap as we get our O'Reilly Auto Parts pit crew view. Seth Chafka working hard, managing the numbers, trying to figure out what's going to happen next. Maybe managing some air pressures.
Here's Connor.
Gotta wonder, do you have another flat?
Well, he talked about how loose this car was, and that's, I mean, maybe he'd already hit the wall and tire was going down, but
That's a classic case of something broke and it was called rear traction.
yeah, that's one way to put it. He talked about putting the brake bias all the way to the front, and since vaulting away from the field in stage 1 and then running out of fuel, this has all gone the wrong way for this team.
He's back in 15th. Two-time winner this year. Incredible rookie campaign last year. Just missed out on the title. Mentioned earlier, coming off his career best finish as a Cup driver, running for Rookie of the Year at NASCAR's top level in 2026.
For everything that went right for Connor Zilic last year, but it has all went wrong this year.
It's like a bullet went through that tire.
But still, I mean, 19 years old, going to be 20 soon. So much in front of him. Just got to
Such a bright
maintain
future.
that
Incredibly
perspective.
bright future. It's just going to be a blip on the radar one day.
Well, he did the booth with us, came up here in Nashville. What a delight. Just
great
super
guy.
impressed.
I think
All
the
right,
fog's
green
somewhat
light's
coming
on.
back, though.
Pit road is open. And the call is to come down Progressive Pit Road. Look at that line, Kim.
Yeah, but it was a huge debate on the 88 radio. Crew Chief Marty Lindley thought originally it was too early to come and found if they came down, they got another caution when they were kind of stuck using their last set of Goodyear tires here. But ultimately, he thought everybody was going to come, so brought Chase Elliott down. They'll take a little bit more of the adjustment they took last time. You see that chassis right there, chassis adjustment to get more rear grip, Dylan.
And Jones said it had more overall grip and was coming to him. Pit crew has been great. They'll need another great stop tonight. Taylor Gray said he was a tad snug, had built to that both runs in this stage. And Jesse Love said he was 3 into 3, but good into 1. They're going to make a chassis adjustment just to try to neutralize the balance.
Game's being played. As we watch him come off, Ryan Sieg is the first off.
Ryan
Brandon
Sieg wins
Jones
the race
comes
off pit
out
road.
behind him. And then it was Chase Elliott.
Wow.
So you plug it with fuel.
I love this call.
Save a set of tires. So you've got the track position.
Yep.
But if we do get another caution, you're in a spot where you can come down and get some stickers. We'll see how it all shakes out. We'll get the lineup
Be right
and the
back.
restart when we return on CW.
Show you the incredible sealing power of Power Buddy. Now that's a lot of damage. And we're going to seal every hole using only Power Putty. And the inside is completely dry. Woohoo! Get Flex Seal Power Putty.
Where's your pain?
Right here. Both knees.
Take on the pain with Copperfit Mobilizer. Hyper advanced compression sleeves. Powered by Lumacore. Blue infrared fibers. Woven into compression fabric. Increase circulation to reduce inflammation. For faster recovery and pain relief.
It's more than just a compression sleeve, and it's really cool that Copperfit was the one to create it.
I'm pain-free. The swelling isn't there.
It's working for me. It's going to work for you.
Get yours at mobilizer.com.
You want your vehicle to look showroom new, inside and out? Cerakote, the industry leader in ceramic coatings, makes it easy with our complete car care system. Start every wash with Cerakote's high foam vehicle shampoo. Then clean the interior, coat your tires, paint, plastics, and even restore cloudy headlights and faded trim back to like new. The final result? Unmatched performance and long-lasting protection, guaranteed. With over 80,000 five-star reviews and more #1 bestsellers than any other brand, you can trust Cerakote. Buy now.
I'm looking forward to next Saturday. Not done here at Chicagoland, but we go to Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta.
We'll still be running. Hey, I'm ready to get to Atlanta too.
Well, but I got to tell you what, coverage begins. NASCAR Countdown Live, 6:30 Eastern Time. This really is a
So
fun
awesome.
race. And I think back to the beginning of the year and that epic finish we had when Sheldon Creed got his first career victory. Join us next Saturday on the CW.
I think most people have watched the fireworks and they've come back in, probably laying in bed, enjoying watching the end of this race.
You're still up with us. We
Yeah,
appreciate
right.
you.
They're saying, why are they replaying the race right now? No, we're live. We're still here.
Don't worry. All day. Don't worry about it. That's how we spent all July 4th.
And Pitt.
Look at this. I mean, the strategy for Matt Noyce, they come down fuel only. You get the track position. And I just got to tell who knows how this is going to shake out. But Kim talked about Marty Lindley and the stress of do you pit now or is it too early? They come down, get their tires. 39 still got a set.
I just love this call. You know, you look at where they're running. There's a massive amount to be gained here. If we get that caution in 20 laps or so, this is going to fall right in their hands to have an outsized day. This is a team that's a little bit below the Chase cut line coming in. They were 46 points out of the Chase. They're trying desperately for years now to get Ryan his first win. I love this call by Matt Noyes to just put themselves in a different position.
That call, I think, impacts Chase Elliott the most, because Chase Elliott was going to be able to line up on the front row, whether Brandon chose the bottom or the top. Now Chase is going to have to make a choice. You know, do you want to line up behind Brandon on whatever, or Sieg on whatever lane he chooses, or do you go with who you think is going to have all the speed? It's going to have a big impact on his race and the decision that he makes here. I'd love to know the mindset of what the 88's thinking on this restart.
All 4 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas inside the top 7. You look at Junior Motorsports, Chase Elliott up there in 3rd. Carson Quapple inside the top 10. Allgaier not too far back. Joe Gibbs Racing Junior Motorsports have combined to win 9 of the last 10 on 1.5 miles in the O'Reilly Series.
If I'm Chase Elliott, I am hoping that the 39 takes the outside and it forces Brandon to the inside, because the one thing we have seen the last 2 or 3 restarts when Chase has been, there it is, has been on the outside, is he has been able to work. And that gives him an opportunity if the 39 can just get a good launch here. Once they get to turns 1 and 2, it'll put the 88 in a little bit better position.
88's been in that position when he's racing guys on tires. That's racing a guy on old tires.
I think this is tough.
It's about the launch, though, for the 39.
That's it, big time.
Yeah, and it's all going to be up to Ryan Sieg and what he does here, and he's going to be at the mercy of that 39. That's a tough position to put yourself in. You really don't want to, so I don't know if this was the right choice.
Check the gift link you sent.
Yeah, and if you're the 39, knowing you're on a little bit older tires, you're going to make a little faster restart. You're going to roll a little quicker, because it's going to be harder to hook up the rear tires on this, and he just has to get rolling here. Hope he can get side by side with Brandon.
Just sick gift.
Into turns 1 and 2.
There'll be 38 laps to go when we return to the green flag. Mention the fact we're going to Atlanta next week. A couple of Georgia boys on the front row for the restart here. You'd love to win and come home with all that momentum, right, if you're Brandon Jones or Ryan Sieg. There's a Georgia driver in row 2.
I was going to say, wait a second.
That would love to return home with a trophy. On board here with a guy from Dawsonville. The Poet
Here we go.
restart zone awaits.
Back green.
For Ryan
38
Sieg
laps to go. Ryan Sieg and Brandon Jones in the front row.
Chicago.
You see Chase giving a little.
Brandon Jones pretty easily pulls away there. Oh, geez.
There goes Elliott.
4 wide. Brandon Jones to the lead. And Ryan Sieg falls way back.
Chase knows how important it's going to be to try to clear the 54 right here.
Here comes Jesse Love.
Nope. Doesn't quite get there. I think Chase should have the momentum of the 54 now to have a big run on Brandon Jones here down the front stretch. There he goes to the bottom. Inking that corner as short as he can to try to get up to the corner panel and side drive. Doesn't quite get there.
He winds it up in the outside lane. Dives to the apron at the start finish. Now he's working the high side again.
Well, the 88 is so good on new tires. He's good on the long run as well, but he just got to be able to run a little higher than Brandon and try to generate one of those runs. Saw him do this on the last restart. See if he can carry that momentum. It looks to me like the 20 had a great corner right there.
He was doing a great job. Carson Quapple kind of laid in the weeds all night long, but he's 5th. Best running position of the night as we go inside of 40 laps to go.
Brandon Jones is doing an exceptional job right there, able to manage the front of this pack, holding Chase Elliott back, who we've seen be so good on all of these restarts.
On the right side of your screen.
Oh,
we got one going around. It's
William Sawalsh goes around.
That's number 5 tonight. And you think about Sawalsh, who had worked his way to the top 5 and how important all the points are. He was 6th when he went for a ride. And here we are. Points as they run. He's at minus 27.
Now we're getting
And
a lot of cautions.
highlight what his teammate is done tonight. Taylor Gray, who came in just above that cut line after their problems late at Sonoma, plus 56 because of all those stage points he's gathered up tonight.
That's a painful process that Williams going through right here with the flat tire.
Woo! This is two teammates. That's Brett Cruz in the 19, goes up the track, gets in the left rear. That extension on the nose of the Toyota Supra there caught his teammate.
Did William maybe have to check up a little bit? It was almost like maybe he's getting close to the
That's
wall.
another link.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, had to check up a little bit, I think, because he was getting out close to the wall.
Kyle Busch scheme.
Cruz misjudged that a little bit, but inside of that, you feel like everyone's going to fire off these new tires quick.
That's great observation. He did.
Oh, just a little bit,
caught him.
slightest contact.
And that's when that car that's lightest.
Yeah, those are always interesting meetings on Monday.
Well, I got to tell you, they were already interesting because you had all three of those young drivers over there at JGR fighting for a chase position. Basically, three guys going for two spots, and now you add a little more to this dramatic situation.
And if you're Ryan Sieg, who was employing that alternate strategy of not taking tires, this was not quite enough laps.
Yeah, you'd let them 10 more, maybe?
Yeah. He wanted this a little bit later.
No, but if you're a Chase Elliott fan, this is what you wanted.
Absolutely.
It lets him reset and get to restart on the front row and battle with Brandon Jones, Brandon was doing an awesome job. Got a great car here. Once he got out front, it looked to me like he was going to be extremely hard to pass.
Mike Snyder gets the free pass. He goes back to the lead lap.
Adam, you referenced the Gibbs cars. Just seems like the longer this race goes, all of them have migrated towards the front. Like we talked about the 54 at the beginning. Then as this went on, just all those guys just slowly creep into the front.
Well, what's interesting about it is they all had, their fair share of challenges tonight.
Yeah.
The three young guys hadn't seen the place before this weekend. And, Brandon Jones had tested here, and we know how good he is at the 1.5 miles and has the experience. But because of the way things worked out with qualifying being washed out and where they finished last week, he had to start deep in the field. So it hasn't been easy for any of them, but they've all come to play. And obviously Sawalich now going to have a hard time getting back into it late. Fifth caution of the evening comes out when teammates tangle. Cruz, Sawalich get together. Jones, Elliott, Gray, Love, Quapple, the top five.
Introducing the all-new Mobilizer compression socks from Copperfit, the #1 compression sock brand. Easy on, easy off compression socks with built-in arch support technology.
Justin Love says I just have to go take it.
Now,
I agree.
energizing Lumacore blue infrared fibers woven into compression fabric to help boost circulation, reduce swelling, and relieve pain.
No more pain, no more achy feet.
These are the socks to wear to help keep the energy going.
Get yours now at mobilizersocks.com.
Storms bring damage. Flex Seal brings solutions. Be prepared with the products that millions trust to keep them safe, dry, and secure. Use Flex Tape for quick emergency repairs. Flex Seal Liquid to keep everything sealed and dry. And Flex Seal Spray to stop all types of leaks. This storm season, defend against damage. Get the original Flex Seal family of products. Available at retailers everywhere because it works.
Introducing the X-Pack from Copperfit, our groundbreaking technology designed for compression support of your lower back and core like you've never experienced before. The X-Pack evenly distributes the support across a broader surface area of your back for relief of lower back aches and pains. An orthopedic designed alloy support panel and 4 built-in flexible stabilizers to help improve alignment and promote better posture. Get X-Pack at Amazon.com. Copperfit, feel the difference.
Going to get a restart here at Chicagoland Speedway with just over 30 laps to go. 7th and 8th prior to the choose. Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer. That's significant because of what we saw out of them last week at Sonoma.
And it's a bit of tension building between these two as we saw it down in turn 7 at Sonoma. That's the 7 car going around. But it was what happened in the braking zone. You can see the 41 there. Sam Mayer clipped his rear bumper and hit him. And Justin was not happy happy about this. Had a tough time in those 2 road course races. This just pushed him over the line. Had a conversation with Sam after the race, let him know his displeasure. And then tonight, they were racing tightly, trying to clear Sam Mayer, didn't quite get there. They were around each other a lot, and then he had some words on the radio.
As calmly as you can. I am done checking with him. I will firewall deep both of us. I do not care anymore. Let's not worry about beyond. Let's just worry about the future.
That's wise words there from Andrew Overstreet, but a driver that feels like he's been wronged multiple times is going to want to let it be known. You have a massive points lead like Justin Allgaier has. You feel kind of invincible right now.
And they used to be teammates.
Yeah.
So let's just add another layer down to Dylan.
Brandon Jones is the race leader. His crew chief is Sam McCauley. Okay, you told me to start of the day that you won't be in 29th for long. You were right. So now what's going to be the hardest part of holding these guys off?
I mean, the 54 and 88, they've both been really good, especially on the short run. So it's really starts with his shoes and just executing a good restart. And I think from there, it's really just Brandon doing his thing. You know, this is kind of setting up like we wanted. Just got to focus on this restart first.
All right, their car has been awesome so far tonight. Just got to finish it off here over the final 30 laps.
How about the choose here? Brandon Jones goes high. Chase Elliott goes to the outside lane. Wow. Well, I mean, the 88's been getting it wound up.
Yeah.
Right? That puts Taylor Gray on the front row with his teammate.
And the outside has been the place for Chase Elliott, for sure. That's where he's been able to get to the lead multiple times, so feels like wants to be there now, even giving up a row. Man, that's hard to do. Yeah. At the front, you're taking an immense amount of risk. You know, the big risk is often where if you give up the front row, say you end up side by side, a caution comes out, well, now you just negate yourself a whole row back by giving up the first row, you know. So if you don't get back there quick enough before the caution can pop right back out on a restart.
Man, it's gonna be fun to watch. See him, he can get to the outside, give Brandon a little shove here on the initial start.
Well, if you're Taylor Gray, you're like, are you kidding me? I mean, I was going to have to come from row 2. I mean, I know the advantage of the outside lane, but the front row's pretty good.
And Chase has been good in the outside, and maybe he doesn't feel good on the inside. There could be kind of two things going on there all at one time, but his best shot at winning this is to get to the outside of the
JGR teammates, Brandon Jones, Taylor Gray on the front row.
Or at least be in position.
Rows 2, 3, and 4 outside lane, all Junior Motorsports.
Here we go.
It's an all JGR front row. Brandon Jones in control. 30 laps to go in Chicago. Nice jump inside lane, Taylor Gray.
Look at Chase Elliott, though. Going to get to the outside. Can he make it work?
Looking at 3 wide. Can't quite get there.
Taylor's so loose on the bottom. Jones is going to have the momentum on the outside.
Boy, we just had 2.
Here comes Taylor Gray. Heading to turn 3.
Now they're racing for the lead. They're 2 teammates. And there goes Taylor Gray grabbing the race.
Taylor Gray to the lead.
Great job by Taylor to get the lead from the inside. Seen that outside be so good all race long. Interesting that Jones went right back to the bottom and gave Chase that first groove up. See what he can do with that. A little bit of clean air. Lap times are just so fast right now at the bottom.
It's dominant. There he goes to the bottom. Chase Elliott has used his groove a couple times.
He's not quite there, though. Almost a little fake out even.
28 to go. Elliott driving below Brandon Jones.
Man, that's a lot of throttle. You can hear him wanting to get back to it, but knew he was going to slide up. Now he's in a great position right here. Look at him get back to the gas. That car turning so well. Going to try to slide.
Chase Elliott in the second. Oh, man.
Wow. Elliott the second, maybe. Brandon Jones not going away outside lane.
That was tight like 4 different times. The side, the front, the back. It was everywhere.
And look at Brandon
came out of his chair in the booth.
And Brandon's fought all the way back to maybe clear down the back.
Oh, he hasn't.
No! This battle, it won't end. And Taylor Gray saying, thank you, guys. Slowly driving away right here. Is there still going to be side by side? Brandon just has that momentum on the exit. Gosh, what a race between these two guys.
What's the anxiety level
Oh,
on the
contact.
tire stand? Oh, boy. Jesse Love is right there as well.
That's one of those moments you clear yourself. The spotter really can't do that. Chase looked in his mirror and thought he was clear, and then Jones had a little bit of draft. Gave him a tap. Oh, he's going to pack some air on him right here. He's frustrated.
And that forced Chase up the racetrack a little bit. He gets back. Coming now they're side by side. Once again, they will not quit.
You remember last year
ma'am.
when we had playoff media day, we talked to Brandon Jones. He said, I feel like I have been laying back a lot in my career. It's time for
Taylor Gray's loving all of
And we're
this.
seeing a little bit of that.
He's just pulling away now.
As the 20 goes back around Chase Elliott.
Awesome job to slide up in front of him. Looked to me like he had a great set of corners right there. Able to clear Chase Elliott. Look back. This is 3 or 4 laps ago when Chase slides up. Chase almost makes contact with the outside. It's so close.
And this is a little contact, the most vulnerable place. Entry of the corner over that bump into turn 1. Got away with it.
See, the 20 just had that momentum on the outside. I think Chase thought he was maybe a little more clear than he actually was right there. And because of that, I feel like Chase raced him extremely fair when it was reversed, knowing that he had kind of slid up in front of him.
And now how much of their cars have they used up? Right, go get Taylor Gray now, right? They were racing each other so intensely and sliding.
23 laps to
They
go.
probably used up a lot of tire and need to find something to track down
The
Taylor
NASCAR
Gray.
O'Reilly returned to
He
Chicagoland
was
Speedway.
1.3 seconds back. And I'm like, okay.
Had to wait 7 years
Brandon
to race
goes
here
back
again.
by, and the
And had to
difference
wait
now,
4 hours and
1.9
40
seconds.
minutes.
So you do have to rest,
During a
reset,
rain
and now
delay.
attack, and you only have what will be 22 laps to get it done.
Well, the last time by, Taylor Gray ran almost 2/10 quicker than those guys, a 1/10 of a second quicker than Brandon Jones, and they're going to have to
this race is
search
supposed to
around.
end
You watch
probably
these
about,
guys, they're all
like 5
ran
hours
the bottom
ago.
of turns 3 and 4. Now you see Jones go to the top. You're going to have to search around for some grip, try to find some lap time. They'll be telling you what the leader's running, what you're running. If you're running a 2/10 slower, you're just going to have to move around and see if you can find some speed somewhere.
Quapple continues inside the top 5, but it's been a productive evening for Austin Hill, and that's big for Austin because he comes in 5th in points, and we were talking prior to the race tonight about the importance of where you need to be for the reset. Here's 21 making a move. Hill getting 4th away from Quapple, but the crossover and the return from the 9. And we have to salute Carson Quapple because this would be his 7th consecutive top 10 finish. That's as good a run as he's ever been on in his career. And he's been doing it in a different car every week. The 1, the 9. Think about what he's done in the 9 when he goes over and drives for DGM to complete the full season.
And he hasn't looked like he's had a great car tonight. In general, the 9 just hasn't had the speed some of those other.
Well, it's not going to handle good right now with the 21's nose packing air on the rear.
Got 13 people in here. Thank you, guys. Looks like it could be an exciting finish.
See Carson looking out that side mirror if he's going to be clear. See if he returns the favor right here. Goes in, tries to pack a little air on the 21. I think there might be a little bit of frustration between these two based on what Austin Hill did down in turns 1 and 2 the last time by.
It's a pretty common theme, it feels like.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really these two that got into each other, but I just go back to San Diego when Quapple was kind of on the wrong end of it with Taylor Gray. And it kind of opened the door for Austin Hill to go on and get the win that Carson thought he deserved, right? So.
Carson complaining about the balance being loose. I'm telling you, with 19 laps to go right here, that's an eternity inside the car when the balance isn't good. And you can see all those cars lined up behind him. Britt Cruz, Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer. Cruz now goes to the inside. It's gonna be like that 9 car is just hanging on. Oh, Britt's going to try to slide up, and he actually does clear him right there.
Cruz showing plus 43. We talk about the battle for the Chase cut line. A couple of good young drivers going back and forth here. And as Quaffle goes back by, it's at plus 42. But anything north of 40 is good for Brent Cruz. Actually went to 41 there as they race for position. Look up there, Parker Retzlaff. Plus 78 with what will be 4 races to go to the chase if he can hang on to another top 10.
So impressive and such a big year for Viking Motorsport to have a car into the chase. You look at the organization he's ahead of, Joe Gibbs Racing. It's so impressive.
I think we got the caution. Ryan Sieg.
Ryan Sieg
brings out the caution.
6th time we've seen the yellow tonight.
Oh, right front just blew out.
Oh, shit.
He was 28th.
Well,
Yeah, something happened to the right front.
yeah, it left. Remember, he was on the alternate strategy there.
Yep.
Didn't take tires when everyone else did, roughly 40 to go. Was hoping to have one of those cautions maybe at the perfect time. Would have been right around now, actually. If he wasn't the caution,
a lot of damage.
Could have put a set of tires on that no one else really had. Be able to make up a ton of positions.
Well, we kind of touched on this earlier, but going, back to Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta.
All that
next
metal
weekend,
around the
and that's about an hour
tire.
from his hometown in Tucker, Georgia. And
Right
the first
front
time we
tires
went there
off.
in the draft configuration, he was so close to getting a victory in 2022, and he'll be a player next Saturday night.
The blown right front is from it being locked up as he's trying to catch the car. Seems to me like he got loose. Then he's flat spotted that tire, and you could actually see the car just vibrating from how bad that was flat spotted. He drove it back to the pits fairly quick, and by the time he got to turn 3, it just exploded right here. Watch this. Ooh. Oof. And once it comes apart, it just...
You got to tear off the car. You got to tear off, being pulled away, tire exploding, debris flying everywhere. Free pass here goes to William Sawalich. He had lost a lap in that exchange when he had the spin from 6th. He scored 30th. You don't have any tires to do anything with here, but just being on the lead lap for Sawalich, when you think about the points, now he can go out, maybe pass some people and gain some of those points back that he lost, but right now showing 42 below the chase cut line.
And to that point, this will be one of the toughest restarts of the race. You have older tires here now.
This track is just eating up
Trying
tires.
to get the power
Yeah, it
down.
is.
We saw that worked well for Ryan Sieg. He was
Should be
able to
fun
get a
tomorrow.
good launch when he was the only car that was on older tires there. But this will definitely be one of the tougher ones of trying to hook these cars up on the restart on older tires. You don't have a lot of experience with it.
A lot of big decisions here, too. Taylor Gray got the lead from the inside, but honestly, I think the outside's been a little bit better most of the days. They'll have to make that decision. I was going to comment just before the caution came out for Sieg. I looked down at the lap times, and Brandon Jones was coming quick, 2/10 a lap. 2 or 3 laps prior to that was really cutting into the lead of Taylor Gray. So Taylor's going to know that. Brandon's going to know what he had. I think this also brings Love and Chase Elliott back into the equation. It's all going to come down to the launch on this restart and what those guys can do. And as Parker said, restarts on sticker tires are a completely different animal than what these guys have. Once you get 15, 20 laps on your tires, it just doesn't have the grip.
Well, and this restart going to come with right around 10 laps to go, Carla.
Yeah, Adam, and we talked about this earlier in the season, but it's crazy to
tired.
think that we're into week 20 and still haven't seen an overtime finish in the O'Reilly Series. The last time
It's
was last
crazy.
October in Martinsville, where Taylor Gray got his first career win. So certainly something that Gray is possibly set up to do again. How abnormal is it, though? Well, since 2021, we've averaged 12 overtimes per season, and still a long way to go, though, for the record without an overtime. That was set in 2020 when we had a 26 stretch without extra laps added. But maybe that's a different story tonight, Ken. Yeah, and let's talk about Chase Elliott in that third position before we see the choose. He just came on the radio and said, look, guys, this is the best I've been balance-wise all night. Obviously, we don't have control of the race, but I feel confident about the car on the restart, so we'll get it. And Chase is just loving these cars in general. After practice, he told the team, I think I'm going to ask to run more races. I'm going to reach out to Mr. H and say I want to do more of these. Loves these cars, loves how they race, and you have to think that if he got this win, that would solidify how much he's enjoying running in this series.
I can tell you, watching where the 88's running under caution, I got a pretty good idea what he's thinking on this restart. And I want to say shame on Carl Metz for bringing up that overtime. We haven't had one so long yet. It's a sure way to jinx us into being here.
Well,
even later than we are.
July 5th.
That's what I was going to say. It's already July 5th in the East. We don't need to get there in the Central Time Zone.
The other interesting thing about what Chase Elliott is doing here is he's going up there to clean off those top lane, but then as he gets in the straightaway, he's cleaning those tires off and getting that rubber off of those tires. So he's doing two things under this caution to try and prep the track and prep his car. Dylan.
Jason Ratcliffe is the crew chief for Taylor Gray. They're the race leader. Okay, what lane do you want here on this restart?
I think we want the top. I mean, I think those guys regret giving him the bottom last time, but I feel like the 20 maybe spun him a little bit. I think especially with laps on tires, I think the top's what you want, but Taylor's done a great job all night. I think right now he's pretty motivated, so I don't think it matters which lane you give him. He's going to fight pretty hard for it.
Are you surprised at how good this car has been, or the progress you made as early in the race as you did?
Yeah, I mean, we were good in practice today, so I felt like we would be good, in the daytime. I wasn't real sure what we'd have at night, but obviously it's good at night as well. So, again, he's done a great job all day. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Been a great car for sure, just trying to complete the deal here for the 54 team.
It's going to be a good finish, and I think about the last lap drama for that 54 team when we were out in California, Southern California, San Diego. Looks like he might win it, bump and run as Austin Hill goes by and drives off to the checkered flag. Then a week later, he's going to get a top 5 in Sonoma, really doing a great job, runs out of fuel, coming to the checkers, goes from 4th to outside the top 25. But they have responded tonight, despite the fact that they have not had a great starting spot. He's led 55 laps and in control here.
And on that last restart where he got the lead from Brandon Jones, I thought it was maybe even close that he had jumped it. It looked like Brandon maybe spun the tires, but he launched so well on that last restart. We'll see if he can do the same from the top. Remember, that was on the bottom before.
Got his teammate to his left.
All right, here we go.
The high side behind him.
Yeah, and I think Jones is in a vulnerable position.
Going back
right
green,
here.
going to be 11 laps to go. Green flag's back in the air.
11 laps to go.
11 to go in the O'Reilly Series race in Chicagoland.
But Jesse Love is right there, and he goes to the bottom. 3 wide, 4 wide.
4 wide at the front. Oh my God, Jesse, let's go!
But here comes Chase Elliott outside.
Come on. Come on, Jesse.
He cleaned it off under caution, and then he goes to the lead.
Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Damn.
Restart. He mentioned the balance of that car being so good. Now he's got to manage the
Fuck.
speed. He wants to see these guys run side by side as long as they can behind him. Let him get a little bit of a gap built.
10 laps to go.
Damn it.
Brandon Jones wound up outside lane. Taylor Gray in control with a restart has fallen outside the top 5.
That went horribly for Joe Gibbs Racing, who's on the front row. They got swamped down in the turn 1, but Brandon Jones fighting back. I think that was key to get by Jesse Love as quickly as he did so he could try and track down Chase Elliott.
These guys running extremely fast lap times, even though they're on used tires. They have refired off here. The track's cooled down. Got a tremendous amount of grip.
Connor Zillich still making highlights. Scored 12th right now.
Oh my goodness. That was Nick Sanchez in the 87 getting the back to him, who's had a great recovery to be in 13th right now.
Chase Elliott was about
You're not working to run through the race for the fireworks show for a moment. That's weird.
Matched Brandon Jones perfectly right there. Both run the same lap time. You see Jones, he's searching, just trying to find some grip. We go on that onboard and Chase Elliott, I'll assure you, we can see his eyes. They're looking in the mirror as much as they're looking out front, just seeing where's the 20 entering, what lane is he going to run? What do I got to do to put my car in front of him? It might not be about running the fastest lap time. It could just be about trying to put the 20. Hear the spotter telling him exactly the lane that Brandon Jones is running. Their lap times are so close together. It's going to be all about, well, look
The
how
Brooklyn
focused he
Bridge
is.
caught fire during a
Jones
fireworks show.
drives in the
That's
corner.
funny.
It's a pretty good run through the middle. Pays the penalty on exit, though.
Brandon's just going to have to find cleaner air to the nose of his race car.
It almost looks like Jones is actually a little bit quicker right now. Interesting to see the 88 run the bottom. Look at the momentum the 20 is going to have on the exit right here. Chase knows that. He can tell he had a bad corner. He's not going to give him the
Jesse
top.
get back
He'll let him
into
have
this.
the bottom right here, but he's not going to give him the momentum.
Ooh, Chase
goes all the
riding
way
that
to the
wall.
right here. We talked about having a little bit reserve. He's going to commit now to the top, knowing the momentum that the 20 had.
And Brandon didn't want to be enticed to go to the...
Oh, trouble! Here we go. I'll go for 28. Patrick Starpoli.
And we just might get that first overtime finish.
Damn it, Carla!
They were racing outside the top 20.
Yeah, looks like we're going to get that overtime.
Kyle Sieg
Maybe
got
not.
damage. His best run of the year came
Maybe
on
it could still be in
a mile and
regulation.
a half at Las Vegas.
It's all left, front, left.
Teammates from Alpha Prime were back there as well. LeVar
Just reached
Scott,
the
Brendan
3-hour
Poole.
mark on the stream.
Well, I was looking out the window. The back of this pack was 3 and 4 wide for about 3 or 4 laps.
It's been a long ordeal.
It
This race
looked
was supposed to start
chaos
7
back there,
hours
so I'm
ago.
not surprised. Late in the race, we got a caution here. We see them off into turn 1. That's Starpoli in the 48. Kyle Sieg, he just loses it, goes up the track. Oof. Catches Brendan Poole in the 44. And a little bit for there for LeVar Scott, the 45, the Alpha Prime teammates. Yeah, that's tight racing late. 48 was squeezing him. Lost the air on the right side of his race car and went up.
Brandon Poole had an awesome save
Yes,
right
that
there.
did.
That went on for about 10 seconds, and he finally gathered it up off the exit of turn 2.
Front row seat, Anthony Alfredo. Saw Leland
Look at
Honeyman
Brennan.
Jr. 92
Look at that.
Wow.
Hang on.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Oh. Yeah, Kyle Sieg did hit both the Alpha Prime cars in succession there. Tommy Joe Martins didn't like to see that.
He did not.
He closed his eyes.
It looked expensive.
Yep.
What's going on, Dylan?
Well, we're just making our way down pit road here, so we found Marty Lindley, who's the crew chief for the 88. That move to clean the top off and then rip it through 1 and 2 was pretty impressive.
Yeah, man, Chase has done a great job all night. He's been on the wheel. Pleasure for us to have him drive our car. The Hendrick.com Chevy's been, it's been great all night, man. Just hope we can finish it off here.
Yeah, the 20 was making a charge there. What do you guys need to do to hold him off?
Yeah, just got to dirty the air up for him and hopefully hold him off.
All right, the 88 going for their 3rd win on a 1.5 miles this year.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about what Junior Motorsports has done, winning 3 of the 4.5 mile races. But in particular, this 88 team, Larson getting it done at Las Vegas and Texas, and now the door is open for Chase Elliott to deliver again for Marty Lindley and the team.
I tell you what, I loved what we saw into the last caution. The fact that Chase was up there cleaning the track off. You mentioned to Parker, he's picking up the rubber there to try to make some grip, gets to the straightaway, cleans his tires up. It wasn't the fact that he did that. It was the fact that he executed it on the restart. Watch them go down here. He commits to the very top line. They're 4 wide, getting into turn 1. He commits to that very top lane. It's like, yep, I got it prepared, and here we go. Look at the momentum he's going to have on the exit of this corner right here.
Austin Hill saw him doing it and said, that looks...
Yeah, it was a 3-minute and
Yeah,
7-second green flag run right there.
Cars as well.
Just a tremendous execution, and Chase has been great on the restarts all night long. He's going to be in a great position here because most likely Jones will take the inside. I think Jesse Love probably will take the inside as well. But Chase now, he's going to be able to run almost wide open through turns 1 and 2, but he doesn't have to go all the way to the wall. So he's not going to have all the distance. He's going to have the clean air on the front of the nose. For him, it'll be just getting out of the restart zone, getting a little bit of momentum, And he hopes they do make it 3 wide on the inside because that puts him in even a better place.
Confirming this will be
Yeah,
our
we are
first
having overtime
finish of 2026. But how about this? I mean, there's, a lot can happen here, and we know how good Brandon Jones has been. But I look at the position that Chase Elliott is in, and we've talked about the success of Junior Motorsports on the mile-and-a-halves. But they won 12 with the first 19 overall with 5 different drivers. If Elliott could win, they would match the record they set a year ago with 6 drivers going to victory lane in a single season. Reminder of the overtime rules: 2-lap shootout. If the leader takes the white flag under green, next flag ends the race. If the caution comes out prior to the leader getting the white flag, we'll reset and do it again. We get unlimited attempts. And just so everyone knows, we got 15 minutes to get this thing in under the wire on July 4th in the Central Time Zone.
Just saw this out the window. The 96 here of Anthony Alfredo on pit road.
I think, I don't think it'll be a 2-day race.
Yeah, was having a good night. Both Viking cars. Something was amiss in this race car.
I don't know what the noise ordinance is in Dawsonville, but I'm wondering if Chase wins if we get the siren tonight. He goes outside, Brandon Jones inside.
They're allowed, I'd assume.
Hey.
All right, getting the choose.
This restart, it's going to be about the launch. It's about hooking up the rear
Unless
tires.
funny happens, yeah.
Funny
could happen.
Cleaned off the best you possibly
Dummy
can
Stoopy.
here.
Could be dummy
Hooking up
Stoopy.
those rears and then seeing if you'll get a push from the car behind you or if they're going to try and pop your outside or the inside for these front row of Chase Elliott, Brandon Jones. You got to play offense and defense all at the same time through the restart zone and down into turn 1.
I'm kind of nervous right now. A little anxious about what we're going to see here.
Especially if we got another caution to push this into 12
right.
midnight.
Yeah, we're working on it. Front row for overtime at Chicagoland.
All right.
Chase Elliott, Brandon Jones.
It'll be 2 laps to go.
Haven't been here in
overtime.
7 years. Going to get our money's worth tonight.
Jesse Love's been really aggressive on these restarts as well, and we've seen him even from the start of the race be able to run high on the restarts and make up a lot of ground.
Chase Elliott, Brandon Jones on the front row.
Managing
Jesse Love and Austin Hill in row 2.
Austin Hill could be Chase's best friend right now.
2 laps to go. Overtime.
From the inside.
Overtime presented by
Green flag.
Bank for what's ahead.
Wow, Chase ready early there.
Chase Elliott, Brandon Jones side by side.
Good, he was such a big separation. The 2 behind him, it doesn't give a chance to get a run for Jesse Love.
Brandon Jones to the lead.
Side by side.
They're still side by side. On the outside here, Chase to the lead.
Did a great job fighting back on the inside. It's going to be in a good position right here. It's going to be all
Brandon Jones on the inside.
Oh, look at this, slide it up.
Jones runs high, and he'll clear him. White flag is in the air one more time around at Chicagoland Speedway.
Brandon Jones to be able to stay side by side and then clear him when they got down to 3 and 4.
He actually shifted down into
Here comes Chase. Chase with a big run. Not going to be there enough.
Can he generate that run around the top? He goes to the bottom.
On the bottom. Not going to be enough. Brandon Jones is going to win the return to NASCAR at Chicagoland. Brandon Jones, your winner.
What a way to win. What an execution on the restart. Excellent job.
That was a great race. That was a hell of a race. That's why we love this track.
Drivers, but what he referenced there, you know this one means a lot when you take down a NASCAR Cup Series champion and beat him in a head-to-head battle like that. What a drive by y'all. Thanks for all the hard work, boys. It's fun here to Chase.
Yeah, it was on a minute and 11-second green flag run to end the race.
They were spread apart.
Brandon Jones going to come burn it down.
Chase's favor as they got down, but Brandon was able to run so quick through 1 and 2, and then looked like Chase got a little tight down at 3 and 4 and washed up the track.
And Brandon, the move was driving it so deep down into 3, and he knew he was going to slide up, but when Chase also slid at the same time, it fell right in his hands to be able to clear him.
Brandon Jones from Atlanta, Georgia, going home next Saturday night. And when he gets there, he'll have the momentum, having collected his 8th career victory and getting it done for the first time here at Chicagoland Speedway. 4 of his 8 wins have come on mile-and-a-half tracks. That's 8 wins here in Chicago for Joe Gibbs Racing.
Brandon Jones coming out.
In the 70th time they've done it on one of these mile-and-a-half intermediates.
I think I know who most of those were.
Good night for Richard Childress Racing, with both their Chevys inside the top 10, and Brent Cruz.
Miss him so much.
The 18-year-old seeing another track for the first time and once again delivering a top 5 finish. But it's his veteran teammate who celebrates tonight. Brandon Jones gets it done. He tested here, had the knowledge, had the experience, did not have the starting position, but a team effort. Great execution on the pit lane, outstanding restart in overtime, and he beats one of the best to get it done.
Jesse Love got 3rd, Sheldon Creed got 16th. Jesse and Chase with a fist bump.
And Brandon Jones will celebrate with crew members out here on the start-finish line. You can see the excitement. Brandon Jones getting his first win of 2026. He has been talking about this race for the last few weeks, liking it to Kansas where he's had success. Brandon, wow, you muscled through that last restart, held off Chase Elliott. How did you do it?
I had to earn that one. I haven't had an exciting one like that in a long time. Thank you guys for sticking this out through the rain and everything. MD Building Supply, Menards, I'm so glad to get them back in victory lane. It's been an up and down year. We've had some success early on. We've been in a little bit of rut the last couple of weeks. So it's just nice to do it like we did today. I mean, we had to earn that one.
What does it mean not only to win at Chicagoland, coming back here for the first time in 7 years, but also to hold up a Cup Series champion to do it?
I think it says a lot about just how resilient we are and how hard we're working at this. Chase made it really difficult on me. He's one of the best in the sport, right? And so I knew he was going to be difficult. We were all on old tires. That was a blast to slide around and duel it out like that. I knew we had probably made the right adjustments at the end there. It was, you could tell people were starting to get a little bit tighter tonight with the temperature falling down and where the track was migrating. So awesome racetrack. You guys know I love these style of tracks. They fit me so well. So let's go on a roll and let's get a couple more here before the chase starts.
Congrats and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Brandon Jones, a winner here at Chicagoland on July 4th. Dylan.
And Kim, Chase Elliott led 78 laps, but has to settle for second. That last restart, you and Jesse, there was some separation between the two of you. Was that how you wanted it to go?
Chase.
Not really, but I don't think that was the why we lost by any means. I mean, I know that he was planning on giving me a good push, and it was really at that point, I think, just about managing the old tires and just trying to get a good launch more so than it was about a shove. But yeah, ended up kind of having momentum going the wrong way into turn 3, and I tried to drive in really hard and got myself super tight. So yeah, super bummed about that, honestly. It was kind of an up and down night. Thought we got our Hendrick Cars Chevy a lot better throughout the night, and Marty and everybody on the 88 team did a great job of just kind of hanging in there and continuing to get better. So credit to Brandon, he did a good job. He had a good restart, stayed side by side through 1 and 2, and he had momentum going the right way to turn 3, and I got myself in a bad spot and paid the price.
Thanks, Chase.
How about this? The last 6 restarts, the leader failed to hold the top spot. Pretty remarkable when you think about lane selection and everything that went in to this night. What a fun finish. We get overtime.
Alrighty. Well, that's where I'm going to end it. It was a fun night tonight, a long night. Love the 4th of July. It did allow me to spend some time with my friends, though I would have gone over anyway after the race. But yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah, 4 hour, 40-minute rain delay. And yeah, I'll be live for the race tomorrow with Dom. I'll be live at 5:50, something like that. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for waiting it out during the rain delay. I always love that. And peace out.